And a very warm welcome to the High Roller Weekend here at the Merit Complex in Cyprus. It is, of course, all taking place in the Onyx room. And tonight we have a second edition of our high stakes cash game, a 100-200 game with a 200 ante, and God knows how many straddles will be laid out on this table tonight. I am James Dempsey and joined once again by Warbs, Mr. Steve Warburton. How are we doing, sir?
Good evening, my friends. Nice to see some of the same faces from last night. We had some fireworks, didn't we? Bit of a different seat draw. Rob's got position on Robert. They had a bit of a clash towards the end last night. He was the big winner, wasn't he? Took home over 200k.
Yeah, Robert, I think cashing out 266, something like that, having sat in with just 20k, which is where he's going to start tonight. Rob, customary with his 100k. Alex K sitting with 58k, which I think before we came on air, we figured that's right where we finished last night. So he brought his entire stack forward. Konstantin, he was fun to watch, sitting with 50k. Sinan, up and down yesterday for him, coming in with 30. Timo sitting with 25, but of course, El Patron not playing this evening, the man who was driving all the action yesterday, and part of the reason there were some big winners. Sitting this one out.
Is there a problem with the graphics there, James? Looks like Robert's playing 20, not 200.
Well, Steve, it's a cash game. Doesn't have to bring all the money back. Are you trying to imply something? Okay. Do you think he should?
I don't know. If it was me and I'd spanned 20k to 200 last night, I'd probably maybe sit with 50 or 60 or something. But, you know, that's just me.
Well, you know, he's got the bad seat, out of position to Rob. Rob always sits deep.
Maybe, yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe he saw his seat position and he was thinking, I'm not sure about this. I'll just sit with him in. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Yeah. I feel like there's going to be fireworks tonight.
You can always add on, Steve. You can't take off. You know, start small. But yeah, I think we might see. Yeah, I think we might see. Maybe Rob give some needles along that line. He was on form last night.
He was doing some world-class needling last night.
Oh, was Rob saying no straddles? Bigger ante.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. They're talking about 1-2 with a 400 ante, no straddle. There was, of course, a big straddle last night, wasn't there? A 1600 straddle, which caused all the carnage. 4 players got it all in.
Insane. Yeah, that insane hand. Ace, king, kings, nines, and then of course the jack-8 suited, which found its way in there. Which I think we slept at the time, which is because we were looking at the big hands. But El Patron, once he put 5k in, threw the rest in, and actually found himself in an okay shape on the flop. But let's see what they come with. I mean, Rob's saying like no straddles, but let's face it, if he finds himself down 40k early, I'm pretty sure he's going to want to get everyone straddling. So
yeah, that might change, but it's a good start. I like it.
Every day, you don't mind also. Yes, after I and my friend, we were playing somewhere, and first hand we let's red and white, all in. Red or black, yes, and somebody has double stack, somebody.
Yeah.
All right.
Somebody wants to.
Why did you make these bets? No flipping and no run it twice.
Because I play on a yacht and I had it for the call. Didn't go my way. I said, I'm never flipping with you guys or running it twice again. And all players said, okay, you win. I said, I bet you all $1 million each.
Okay.
And these are guys that will collect.
That's for ever or for... Wow, okay.
You should do the same. Running once was working for you.
Yes. I honestly, I wanted to run twice, but I thought it was going to take too long of time to...
No, it's just like, normally the idea is, let's say we are 300 all in. Let's say you don't want. The other ones can decide it. It's okay, whatever.
Yeah.
No big deal.
I was feeling lucky.
So we're playing 1-2.
Yeah.
Okay, first
3 cards.
5.
And they're off.
5.
Wow.
Action 5.
It's a good start. 3 cards.
Oh, we're not off. Okay.
Oh, really? You have king.
It's just they're talking obviously that hand last night. They invariably, they didn't run it twice. I think Sinan wanted to, and I think Robert kind of wanted to, but was getting confused because Rob doesn't run it twice. So they were only going to run it twice if he or Sinan scooped the pot, and then Robert was like looking a bit confused, and in the end was just like, just run it once. I think gangster move, then spiking the ace.
Space or hearts, right?
Yeah, it made it a bit confusing for him, didn't it? And in the end, I think he was like, let's just do once. Worked out well.
Do you see the card?
Worked out just fine.
I'll tell you for sure.
It's a nice dynamic having the players in like, different seats to last night.
5.
Except for Rob, actually. Rob's got the same seat, but everyone else has moved around.
There's the first look at our fresh player, Mehdi.
Nasıl abi? Harbi mi?
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
hello.
Ha? Tamam.
There was
Straight
quite
off.
a bit between these two last night, wasn't there? They were battling.
Good start.
Okay.
Yeah. Rob maybe
It's nice 2.5k.
learning last night from his customer and snap folds the king jack suited there. Very good fold.
But you played great.
Yeah.
But you did.
made no mistake.
Yeah, you did no mistake. That's the important one.
Well, maybe I made a mistake because I didn't get any action.
Oh, that's Mehdi. Yeah, I know that guy.
how we
Played with him a few times. He plays tournaments.
Okay.
Maybe you don't go to Vegas?
French, I believe. Might be
You
wrong.
never miss a summer, huh?
Bro, I don't like poker anymore. I'm tired.
Yeah, me too. Especially poker in Vegas.
I hate poker in Vegas.
Yeah, me too.
Race.
7 breaks 1
The only thing I like there is the restaurants.
8 4.
The fun that you have in the dinner, that's it.
I think Dubai is nicer restaurant.
Much more. Yeah, I mean, Dubai is everything is nicer, but like, still in Vegas, the only nice from
Vegas is finished, isn't it, James? It's all about Cyprus now.
The lunch, whatever. Hate the poker skin there.
I can tell that you agree.
Yeah, it's always funny when you see these, obviously poker to poker, and we know Merit has its own ecosystem, but
At the end of
how these events still run and run successfully during the World Series of Poker.
Yeah, but I saw you every
know.
day playing win.
Bro, I was there at the end of the summer.
Yeah, it's a very difficult time, isn't it, around summer to
Yeah.
That's it.
basically do anything outside of Vegas. So
2 summer ago.
Anything, and then I maxed.
I think the early numbers have been quite good here, though, so they're doing well.
Minutes and ciao.
Yeah.
But I did 2 royal flush, so it's okay.
Oh, nice, of course. 2 years ago in summer, I somehow found
Robert got some time off after bagging 1A
They
in the
start not
10K.
playing any tournaments at all, and they're all like filling all the ultimate tables.
Yes.
They do nothing at all.
Everyone's staying at the win.
Yeah, everyone's staying on the
Oh,
win.
wow.
Yeah, play ultimate.
Early
Because
fireworks.
like it's so less small event.
Yeah.
King's
and
here
they
for
get,
Mehdi.
like, Encore suites.
Timo's
They
found
all
the ace
play
king.
They do nothing else.
Yes. It's a bit of a problem, I think.
Yeah, but then you got burnouts, like
Yeah.
easy to burn out.
You'd imagine these positions, this is just going to get in.
Yeah, especially Timo having obviously 3-bet that first hand against Rob. I mean, obviously this is cut off button, kings and ace king, but I mean, he's setting out his stall early. You would think he was sitting there, so I wonder,
Yeah.
how we could get things in here. As we see, this hand gonna be a no-brainer. It may take a minute to get there, but we know all the value in this ace king lies in spots like this, 3-betting to 5-bet.
Yeah, and Mehdi more than capable of 4-betting light here. So this is just an absolute fist bump all in.
How many times, boys?
Twice?
King's ace king.
King's ace. Twice.
Sounds like we're gonna run it twice, Warbs.
Oh,
10 o'clock.
Yeah. You a fan of running it twice, or what do you like to do?
j'ai dit ok pour 2.
That's favorite.
Yeah, it depends on the game, I guess, but I've always kind of
No, he has no
do
out.
whatever the other person wants to do, to be honest. I mean,
But he has
obviously there's an argument of like,
absolutely
The ace is important.
trying to felt someone to make them rebuy as opposed to chopping the pot, but sometimes the longevity of the game, it's good to run it twice and keep people around.
I hear you, but I hate like the whole back and forth of I'll do what you want to do. No, I'll do what you want to do. I'll do what you want to
Yeah.
do. It just goes back and forth. And it's like someone decides.
No.
Please.
In that situation, I just say twice. I just always like twice.
It's
we go.
okay.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
What happened?
yeah, because they always say that, and then everyone ends up running it twice. Like, no, I'm with you. It's annoying. But here we go.
Yeah.
Not these guys. These guys are quick. And a diamond on the turn. Okay.
Yeah, let's have the king of diamonds there.
There's never an easy sweat in poker, is there? It's never as simple as just bang, bang, bang, is it? Wow.
One more time. Double ball.
Wow.
When's the first
Okay.
one?
2 times.
First board goes to Timo. All the aces still live. I've got to say it.
I don't think.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Hitting the flush on the first go, so you've just got all the aces to hit on the second.
Yeah.
You're absolutely hating this as Mehdi.
What happened?
Club flush coming, do we reckon?
I will tell you after.
Possible.
It fucked me up.
No. I don't know. It's like random. In this situation, yes, but it's randomly no, 0 EV.
Oh yeah, finish the hand. Deal it twice.
I just want to keep playing. I just want to continue playing.
Yeah.
I don't get what's happening. It's a misdeal?
No, it's not.
He's rooting for the misdeal.
Just continue the deal. We just play the game. We don't stop for the stream.
Okay. So the second one.
They don't stop for us, James.
Okay.
There it is, there's the
Oh, there
barrier.
it
Wow.
is.
I told you.
Oh my word.
Just brutal, and now you're just dead, effectively. Very unlucky.
Maybe a bit more.
Wow.
That's appalling, isn't it?
Hein?
I told you. I think his favorite.
Il a 24 500.
Yesterday also the biggest pot is king.
I know.
One, yes.
I had this, and he had this.
Yeah, this Robert.
Did you fold? Anyone fold 8?
Just seeing. Warbs, we were talking about the tournament
How much?
going on the High Roller weekend. Day 1B was today. These guys, some of them would have been playing that. 138 entries they managed to get in a 10K over whilst World Series is going on. So it's very impressive.
You started with 20.
Started with 25.
Oh yeah, it was nice. It was a million guarantee, wasn't it? So then you did 100 and got 38 overs. Pretty good.
Yeah. First
Like we were saying as well, obviously,
Just
the timing of it with Vegas going on, it's very tough.
Take your
He's
stack.
got 138 entries for a 10K is amazing.
like just count his stack. Like,
Count his stack. Take your stack back.
Yeah.
Count his stack. Take your stack back. Count his stack.
Was this yours or mine?
nice, mine.
Okay.
I had 30. Like,
I mean,
so
I'm not sure what's harder, winning with Ace King twice or getting paid. It seems.
that's the thing.
Oğlum bir dur benimle mi uğraşıyorsun?
Yeah.
Serve yourself.
Tamam abi.
It can just be that little bit more tilting this, can't it, when you've lost both and
Nice to see you. Thank
you're having to sort of faff about with all the chips.
Abi görüşürüz.
Just messaging the backer now, just telling him what's happened.
Yeah.
Well, I sat down
Send
and
more.
the third hand I got it all in with kings and
туз король две доски выиграл.
plan going well, send more money.
With the microphone.
Looks like Alex K now joining us.
I play 50 more.
Set out the first couple of hands.
Change it. After this.
Yeah, I just take them.
You're playing?
Yes, you just play 200, 200.
Наверное, поставить сколько хочешь.
Hello, I just sent 50 more. For,
By this point last night,
USDT.
we'd played 15 hands and had 14 all-ins.
88 cents.
So a little bit slower to start the action tonight, but
Mehdi show.
we'll get there.
Yeah.
Obviously, what we're doing
I mean,
the streams is I'm obviously doing this, and obviously dealer.
Yeah.
To my dealer, right?
You fuck it up.
Just,
Cut on the flop. Вот. 25 вы сказали? Значит, надо отсюда снять. Сколько надо отсюда снять?
Там есть 25.
we just treat it like a VIP game.
22, 23.
20. Вы просто сказали 25.
25 я добавляю.
all right then.
I should make it.
Raise 5.
Back into the action.
50.
Robert going to raise this one up. 10-9 suited from under the gun. Rob Young coming in. Looks like with a 3-bet on his man. 10-9 suited. Why not?
Yeah, yeah. Very curious to see
Alex
this battle
first.
actually between Rob and Robert.
ERC, ERC.
Made it 15.
15.
Yeah, he did decide to let the 8s go there. You could definitely make an argument just for running that for 100 bigs, but
Someone should move around. So
you know, versus under the gun +1, it's not great on paper. But I feel like with these two, maybe Rob might be a little bit lighter.
This might get spicy now. Rob having that gut shot, having the unders, having the betting lead. No, we know he doesn't like to slow down when he's in this position. He definitely is a man who likes to beat the drum. And Robert, his top 2 on assumes we're just going to give Rob as much rope as we can here.
This is 100% a board that Rob could just keep firing on, yeah. And Robert's obviously just going to check call every street, so he didn't really like the 5, so he has decided to slow it down.
Some restraint showed, thankfully, for Rob with that undercard gut shot combo.
Yeah, I think it's quite a good candidate just to keep betting the 10-9 suited there. But as it's run out, hand over probably.
All right, first blood goes to Robert in the Robert v Rob battle. I just see as Robert said he had top 2 that reminded me of a hand last night where Rob was just lying just about what his hand was in a pot.
Yeah, the ace-9, yeah.
What was wrong with that, dude?
After saying that you shouldn't lie about your hand and stuff, yeah. It was good banter. He did correct himself eventually, to be fair.
Cards as well, they're not so easy to deal apparently.
Yeah, I mean, I think Timo felt sick having.
He had
Or was it Timo? No, was it Robert? Actually, it was Robert who had the quads, wasn't it?
It was Robert, yeah. He had 2 great reads last night, Rob. He correctly put a man on quads and then correctly called his hand as 5 suited.
Yeah, of course.
So they make more.
Yeah.
That's why you need experience. Raise out of position.
Oh, there's the straddle. Didn't take long. Keeping him honest with the king deuce off. I mean, just likes being in position. We saw how creative Rob can get post flop yesterday, and well, I'm not going to have to get too creative here as he finds the best of it.
Yeah, closing the action. Defending your straddle as well, you've got to be that little bit wider, haven't you, when you straddle, so I don't mind it.
Yeah. Action checking through. Alex K now finding a piece of his own. Kind of bad time for him in that sense, because Rob now does decide to activate with those flopped kings.
Yeah, I really like the way Rob's played this. Obviously with such a weak king, he didn't decide to start betting on the flop. Now his hand's a bit disguised and he'll go for 2 streets of value, you'd assume.
Nasılsın? Ben Türk sade bir de sodalarım buzlu bardakta kaleye sade Türk kahvesi.
3.2.
Yeah, it's nice.
Either soda water with lemon and ice.
It's not a size you see often from Rob. It's usually quite a big river bet he bets. So it's quite interesting to see him bet the 40% on the river.
I mean, it's one of these things. Alex is sort of piecing together what hands this could be, but it's also you're up against Rob. It could be anything. You know, he's thinking, oh, as my man just bet like a Queen 10, Jack 10 type holding here, and now going for a little bit of thin value. But Rob can also just have Jack 4 offsuit. I mean, it's
I think he was just taking his price there, wasn't he, and kind of assuming there's maybe some 7-3 in there and just Jack 4, like you say, which there could be, but I'm not sure he bets that size in the river. So. Less chatty tonight, aren't they? There was so much chat in the first couple of hours yesterday.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, it's
Blood's
okay.
built already though. This man was good fun last night, Konstantin. Still not quite sure if he was leveling a lot of time or trolling a little bit or what was going on with his chat. It was great.
Yeah, I quite liked how he played last night. I wonder if he'll play a similar style. Probably will be doing, just by the speed of that folds. Because I was half thinking maybe, you know, he just wanted to suss everyone out last night and was a bit tighter than maybe he normally is, or maybe that's his normal game.
With the 500 dead ante, no straddle. It's much better. And people fight for the pots. It punishes the tight players.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
It's a much better game. Well, then you can't straddle. It's a much better game. But everyone has to agree to it. But it basically means people can't sit there and wait for aces or kings because they're paying.
I agree.
Everyone is okay?
Well, then there's no
I
straddle.
like that, but I don't think we should do it before everyone accepts it.
No, you can't. Because at this game, you can just wait for a hand, right?
Yeah.
So it's not costing you enough.
Still, it costs, but not that big. 500 costs you more.
Yeah. In poker, you should punish the tight players
And reward the loose players.
and reward the loser
Say again, sorry,
players.
James.
Let's play squid.
Huh?
So let's play squid.
Everyone doesn't understand squid. That's different. People don't understand it.
Squid is a much different game. Like, I like it, but everyone needs to know it
And you
because
can't
it's
go,
unfair.
Squid, you can't go to the toilet.
Yeah, that's also an issue. When squid round starts, you have to be.
Squid.
You're saying that you quite like that. You quite like the ante.
Like squid is
500
fun,
ante.
but the thing is,
Yeah.
when you start the squid round,
Yeah,
you just like
fan of
like tournament.
bigger ante rather than straddles, because the straddles just shallow out the game, right? And
Just like talking.
we saw last night, obviously, there's
Yeah, exactly.
fun
Yeah.
hands,
Squid
but
game as well, but the thing is,
when you're playing,
when you play Squid Game
the
live,
enjoyment of it, it just ends up being, oh, I hope I get a good hand when there's a 1600 straddle on, rather than just every pot
Who
being
hasn't played squid
worth
yet?
fighting for.
I think it's.
Yeah, that 1600 straddle hand was an amazing hand, but it would have been even more interesting if it was a bit shallower.
That's
Everyone would have played it slightly differently.
It was a stand-up game.
stimulating.
It was stand-up game before.
Yes.
Now they turn it to squid game.
Take your time.
Stand-up game, you can't go for a piss is a very good point, by the way. So funny when someone needs the toilet.
Yeah, obviously, Squid Game, we were mentioning it last night, kind of the variation that came out of the Triton games. But they've even gone now to the point they've got these golden squid figurines that sit on the table and get handed out to each player when they win the pot. So you actually get a physical gold.
Like there's an ante 500.
Oh, I like it. I've not seen that. That's amazing.
Bir tane daha side table alalım buraya. Tamam neyse şimdilik.
Rob going after Robert again here. This time with a 5-3 suited.
Yeah, we're fighting. Oh. Well, but would have been done with it on the flop, but now finds a piece. And is this going to be the card?
Yeah, Rob's going to do some money here. Surely he's going to bluff the river. He can't be checking down 5 high.
But
Ooh, very
he's got to
interesting
bluff that
now.
river.
Yeah.
I usually take actions. Just this trip I play some tournaments, but usually don't. You play more tournaments.
And it's a very credible line, isn't it? Sort of check back your ace high and Hit an ace on the river.
You should already know what you're going to do.
This would be quite a disrespectful call, to be honest, if Robert does flip
Yeah.
in.
And especially, yeah, just the way he's played. Like, I expected Rob to bluff the flop or to bluff the turn. Very surprised to see him check it right. So I would give him so much credit for having this ace. And look at this.
He's going to
It's
show
away
it
with
for
it.
sure. Yeah, there you go.
I'm betting every single time. So you check, you know I'm betting. You should know straight away.
What can go wrong?
Why, you should have brought the stack back from last night.
It's true.
I'll match you.
I told you you'd mention it.
Play deeper, yeah.
Let's play from day to day that stacks are the same.
We're at whole table, huh?
Accumulated river.
Swap to 5 card anyway, right? Like you get a lot more.
But it can be a point that nobody has deposit left.
We did that in Vegas. We had a game called Rob's Game, a poker game. You had to bring your stack back the next day.
Oh, really?
And the blinds went up every day.
I like it. Yeah, that's the issue. I like it, but at some point you need to increase the blinds because at some point it's like too deep.
We played for 3 days. The blinds went up each day.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Was first day was 500, 500, then 500, 1K, then 1K, 2K.
Yeah, it makes sense. Eight, right? Let's play one pot.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see Robert pull up the 200k just because they would have had some sort of great hands, I think. A great battle it would have been if
No, you've got to call sometimes.
Rob was to his left and he had the same stack as last night.
No,
Yeah, I think as we were saying earlier, I mean, I was sort of semi-joking when he was always coming with 20k regardless of what seat he drew. But also, this isn't the seat you'd want to sit with 200k in.
When an ace comes on, I think much less likely someone has an ace.
Yeah, but I mean, what's the likelihood? Like you cannot raise blindly with like jack high, and then I want to have like king 4 at least. I don't have. If I had like 4, 5, maybe 6, jack 9, you can have better.
Oh, 1,000. Someone put a straddle in. Call on the button, eh? Do you have a plan? Do you have a plan?
Not yet, you?
I have no plan.
Guy with a plan.
Rob opening to
My nickname.
1,000 here on the 400 straddle
Plan has a plan.
with the 9-8. Timo calls the button. And Alex K deciding with the ace-9 offs. Can go one of two ways. Definitely won't be folding.
All that drama.
Let's just call.
What was that? What was the drama about? Eh?
Maybe
You want to make drama?
Want some screen time?
Well, he wants some ace time, and that's what he's got. Ace high board, Rob with the betting lead, popping a gut shot. He's going to fire.
Is that 3 diamonds?
Yes.
Rob does pick up a piece, but
Queen of diamonds.
enough of a piece to shut this down. Well,
I'm going to make it 3,100.
It's quite a good spot here just to actually go all in for 2 times the pot. Sounds quite mad, but King of Diamonds, Queen of Diamonds is very hard for Alex to have. So that would have been a pretty sick play.
right.
Bluff.
3,100 he feels is just too good a price.
You win.
Yeah, I actually like that. I wouldn't have thought to go for the overbet there, but yeah, it does make sense, right? I mean, it doesn't have king 6 off, doesn't have queen 6 off. With those big diamond
Yeah,
combos.
exactly.
Pretty close.
Well, I can't have a deuce.
I guess you could still have like the king X suited, but
Sure.
You know, four diamonds there, yeah?
Not small people.
People, okay.
Yeah. It's kind of by
Any diamond makes
this
bush.
year grew up in like my
you grew up.
friends, my family.
Well, okay then.
Raise.
Base 170.
I'd say
These people, Sinan.
35.
Ooh, 2 big hands here.
yeah, Rob causing a bit of drama here, raising that up with the queen 5 suited. Mehdi coming out with the 3-bet, and then Sinan finding the goods behind.
Yeah, it's another spot similar really to the
Wow.
ace king and king's hand. It's
Raise
just
another gun. Raise
you
and
just
re-
can't really do much with hands this good. You know, they're just getting all in and everyone's happy about it.
28, I think.
How much you made it?
8. 21.
What are you worried about? I raise another gun, you re-raise me.
Twice? You up here?
Twice.
One card.
Well, Mehdi's going to try again. Last time he lost twice with kings to ace king.
What are the
Now
likelihood
You don't have to-
chances that this is not
he holds the ace king.
You don't have to show in cascade.
Yeah, he's on the other side of it now, and with cards folded, he's a pretty good favourite here.
You never fold.
Pretty sick if he loses this one twice as well.
Yes, you cut pre-flop, you don't cut this.
Don't say it.
You gotta say it.
I don't think you can win two, Sinan.
7, 4,
I'm
3.
very happy to chop.
The way you run, you
The
can't.
way I run, I don't think I can ever win twice.
I win. I had queen 5 of hearts. Flush draw, top pair.
But they're thrilled for that information, Rob.
I win. Queen 5 of hearts. Wow, straight draw,
All right.
flush draw.
Board 1 to Sinan. Here's Mehdi. We're going to go 0 for 4 in all ins.
I was just about to say 0 for 3. It's pretty. Is pretty brutal when he was 59% before the flop.
Yeah, the deck is rich for him, that's for sure. But can he find anything? No, not on the flop. 8-8 deuce.
Half of them are
Still 40% equity just because of how many cards we've seen go now. And there is one of them.
Alex,
At long
very
last.
happy to Alex chop, really.
There you go.
I don't think I can ever win twice.
Sinan said he'd be
Hard to
happy with the
open
chop,
them
and that's what he's got.
I'm either losing twice or getting chopped.
Yeah, I thought you'd lose twice.
Yeah. I wasn't excited to see the
Mind you,
8-8.
Mendy's pretty unlucky as well, so maybe it's marginal who wins.
Okay. Yeah, but still quite much bigger pot. 200k and 50k.
Great poker.
Yeah.
Super entertaining.
If you are just joining us, this is the Onyx
I got
Club
painted
High
things
Roller
today.
Weekend. 10k tournaments, but for now, I'll focus on this 100,
They
200
slapped me right and
cash
left,
game with, of
like-
course, that 200 big blind ante. Not quite as crazy a game last night, but we've certainly had hands that have cooperated, giving us some good moments.
It's a miserable game.
Yeah, sometimes.
But then when you win like 10 sessions, you're like,
You're like feeling like a god.
1,000.
Okay, Sinan.
Poker is a fun game when it's fair.
When you win it, it's a great game.
Yeah.
Losing is depressing.
When you win, you win. When you lose, you're unlucky.
Well, worst is being knocked out of tournaments. It's not the worst.
Yeah.
Did you end up playing your tournament or?
Rob's just taking it in turns to play heads up with someone.
Yeah,
It's
I
like, I'll play a pot with you, I'll play a pot with you.
It's kind of full, so
You're
I
next.
think it was necessary.
1,600.
Well, yeah, I would have played. Yeah, I think it's okay for me to play.
Sure, of course.
Leon has been playing.
Yeah,
For ages.
I think it's okay for me to play.
Over and over. Nobody ever says anything.
Ah, Rob getting sticky with the king six on this ace high
Busy sorting
board.
stuff out and-
Oh, sure.
See if Sinan will try and dislodge
Yeah,
him
he's
on this street.
he's got the backdoor. He's got the backdoor diamonds. Maybe he thinks it will go check a lot on the turn. Maybe Sinan's not the type to keep barreling when he
What about you, or do you like?
when he doesn't have anything, which is what's happened here. But it's still going to be tough
I was spawned there, to be fair. I
to
was
potentially
spawned
win. But he has it a pair now and
4,000.
decides to bet it.
there. I'm not one of them.
Huh?
You beat 10 high? No, you beat. You beat. Why you bluff with king 6?
But actually, like, you know, maybe, I don't know, like,
Yeah, kind
I don't think I
of
fold
weird
ace.
that he went that size
I
with
don't
king
think I
six,
ever
right?
fold
he's also Austrian.
You beat 10 high.
But yeah.
Ace cash, like?
The sad thing is you don't let me bluff. Like, if you check, I am supposed to bluff. But now, why you bet?
Because I don't think I'm ahead.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, but you don't give me chance to bluff. That's
not
sad.
Yeah, I have to fold. Check.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to barrel
Better.
like 10 high complete, but if flush comes, I want to bluff it. But you don't allow me to bluff.
Whenever there's 8 on the flop, I like to call ones. Just in case people got a pair.
That was like really, really good turns for me. That was like 8, queen, 7,
I was quite-
diamond.
Whenever I have ace in my hand, I never hit ace on the flop, so I don't think other people do.
Why the guys, why the others are lucky?
Yeah.
5.
I think it's unlikely people have an ace.
Yeah.
Everyone bets the ace as well, don't they?
Yeah.
I just like to just call with anything.
I had 2 diamonds also, by the way.
Really?
It's weird, yeah. Turn is diamond, it's weird.
How much has he made it? 5.
5. I had the exact 2 diamonds.
With nice backdoors. Fucking very my style here.
Yeah.
Sinan has smashed the flop, and Rob's decided to lead.
Ace 3,000.
Now you know I have a hand.
I kind of expect you to lead the turn as well.
I just don't want to see like a heart.
No, you don't want to see hard.
Okay. Okay, Sinan, come on.
4,000.
Damn. Bluff. Yeah.
You never know. But I really wanted to see a heart. You had flush draw?
2 pair, 7, 8.
Oh,
7, 8, the stacks are going on the flop. I had a plan.
Queen of Hearts are very good.
Didn't work.
Needly card to show there. Just does look like you had the hearts. You wouldn't expect Ace Queen of Hearts to check the turn, would you? So it's like that's a good card to show.
Ace, queen.
500.
Konstantin with a pretty loose open here. The 10-6 suited. Hasn't seen much so far, so
The answer is the toilet. We play this hand
maybe he
quick,
decided
so
to play on his image a bit.
If I hit the flop, I'm betting.
Yeah.
I'll enter this game.
He's playing fast.
If I hit the flop,
He doesn't let you down.
I guess he missed the flop then.
Yeah. That would make me think that he's hit the flop.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the opposite, isn't it?
Hit the turn.
Hit the 9.
No.
2K gets it done.
I thought it was a 9.
Looks like a 9.
I'm not strong, guys, so I'm not blocking. Nope.
Kind of a little surprised there that Konstantin didn't
Okay, let's just win this
do
hand
anything
on
with
the
that
button
6 on
and go
who's 3-5.
to the toilet.
Oh, like a pro.
Yeah, got a bit gun shy there, didn't he? It's
I missed my button.
it's a pretty good flop to see bet, but
Hey, you insult me.
maybe he just thought, I have no idea what Rob's got here, so I'm just
You
gonna
okay?
check.
It's not possible.
Your fault.
Clean up on aisle 3.
From kilometers away, it's my fault.
Well, you disturbed me.
Yeah. Ay.
He's a man of few words, Mr. Alex K, isn't he?
Oh,
I don't think I've heard him say a single word in 2 days.
I do. There may be a language barrier.
If you have any hand that you can.
Yeah, he's Russian, right?
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Of course.
He will fold to her.
Da.
I fold, but he doesn't.
What? Wait.
Rob won't.
Rob would never.
Well, King 10-9 board of no interest to anyone in this pot. Deuces 8-4-5 playing it out.
20-hour session.
Yes.
Yeah, it could be first to bet wins.
I don't have that endurance anymore. I cannot play it for. I cannot even play 4 hours.
A couple of players have an incentive now.
I don't know. I'm getting so bored. It's so slow. Like I want to play like 4 tables.
Okay, then let's play and have like a 5-second shot in it.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. I like it.
Because that's like.
I was playing a Korean app that was like 7 seconds.
If you don't have
and there's no time bank.
yellow.
And if you don't check, you fold. You need to check also. Like that's an imposition. You want to check. If you don't check, it's auto fold.
I like this size from Alex here.
It's crazy.
Good game.
Yeah.
They're
Way to do.
checked around on the flop.
Raise and
Yeah.
hope the other one turns out.
Yeah.
No other option.
What do you think, Steve? 7-second shot clock? Something you'd be a fan of? I know you.
Which street?
And if you don't act, your hand's just dead. Like even if it,
Bravo.
I'm a huge fan, as you might know, James, of a low second shot clock in the early streets,
I've
but
never seen you before, but you're fun.
maybe not for turns and rivers. I feel like people get the river, they should have
Impression of
maybe even a full minute to decide.
He wants to do 10k flips everywhere.
Of course.
look at the smile.
I was going to do.
like, yes,
I was
yes.
going to do with him yesterday, but he already stacked me, so he didn't to flip. I didn't want to flip. I didn't feel like I'm going to win that.
He won, of course.
Yeah.
He won the flip, right?
Yeah. I mean, I knew that I'm not going to win anyway. So.
Yes. Okay. 1.2.
Sometimes you hit a miracle card on the river that you win like you feel like, oh, now I'm going to stack it. But actually it's reverse.
It's the worst river.
Yeah, like we play a 4-bet pot.
Now you've had time to sleep on it. Do you think that Konstantin today looks more like Steve Stifler or not?
Comes like ace jack 5. I bet small and he calls. But please. Ace jack 5. Like
No.
is deuce and river
Queen.
magic.
Aye,
Queen.
European Stifler.
aye.
I was so happy to check Vezoli when he shows me aces. I was like, okay, sorry.
Can I take back my money? You ask him?
Huh?
You ask him if you can take back your money?
I asked him if he could ever change the river. Like, I mean, at least I'm not supposed to lose the river. Like, why the fuck is queen river? I was going to fold the river.
Yeah, of course.
Well, why the fuck is queen?
So you don't fold.
The poker gods gave him a present like aces queens, like 500, and then like they put wrong the ace, and they were like, oh, he didn't get max he wants, so we should give queen as well for him to get the max. 700.
Let's do it.
First blind battle of the night.
So they wanted to be fair.
It's a fair fight. Seems like a pretty good flop for both, but no betting. Can you imagine sitting on here after check on the turn? We'll be making a value bet. Can't be too worried about the hearts.
.6 is all that's in the pot. This one has played very slow. Sinan coming for the over pot size bet, it looks like.
Would you call there, James, with sixes?
Wow. I mean, as played, it feels like sixes are the best hand. I wouldn't enjoy calling more than pot, but I think I might.
I'm going to start asking you. I'm going to start asking you on the streets. What would you do, James? What would you do in this spot?
What would you do, Stephen? You've checked back twice.
Yeah, I think obviously versus that size and river, you can exploit fold, can't you? Seems like it's very value heavy.
You okay, right? I mean, nothing spill on you. Oh, no. About the accident.
A lot easier though, sat in the booth when you can see the cards, you know exactly what to do.
Okay.
Okay, what's your plan?
Plan flop.
Just check fold. Try a flop.
First see the flop, huh?
Your weekend, right? I bet 3k now on the turn should do it.
Deuce. Club. No. I'm too far.
So that's going to bet 3k on the
Very
turn.
nice turn for Rob.
Finish. Thank you for the 200. You played it good. Same again.
Good luck, everyone.
Thank you.
I want to play top to get
I like how
King, no,
Rob left for a minute and there's basically nothing happens. As soon as he's back in, he's chatting, giving some nonsense,
You don't give up, huh?
sitting here with his
What to do?
1k up.
Bad.
Yeah, it's very entertaining.
Where's the real numbers that matter?
Fold river.
Timo, of course, manufacturer of the Ace King v King, winning both runs, up 25k.
Call.
Yeah, that's been the only big swing really so far, hasn't it?
Raise.
Every time on my straddle, my big blind.
It's like we're not playing tournaments. Thank you.
To lead or not to lead? That's the question.
That's the question.
Put my hand in. I think it's a lead. You haven't got deuce. I'm the one with the deuce.
How many deuces you have then versus me? It's tricky.
Sinan still best with the
Interesting
ace
here
10
to see
high.
if.
But
Yeah, interesting here to see if
Like,
Rob does keep firing.
How bad can it be?
I feel like he feels very confident against Sinan.
I'm hoping that you have like
yeah,
8-5 something. Jack 7-5. Queen 7. It's too frisky. You're getting too frisky. Okay. Next time I will punish you.
Too frisky.
Is that too frisky?
Oh, good to see. Good to see.
Too frisky.
Yeah. I didn't get you.
Next time I will punish you declared.
I really sorry, but wish I had like a fucking pair. I don't know what to try to fold out.
Ace high.
Like, that's why I don't fold a 9, I fold a 3. I'm not gonna fold like 9.
Okay.
That's why it's for.
I like that phrase. You're getting too frisky now.
Next time I'll punish. I'll punish it hard.
You gotta just call, close your eyes and call, right?
I have everything to call anyway. I don't need to call ace high.
When someone's 100% bluffing every hand.
And then I have every bluff catches.
Yeah.
I can have any pair, I can have ace king, I can have aces, kings, whatever.
Mais le flop du deuxième aussi.
You know ones that call 1,000, I'm not just gonna check fold,
I
right?
can have ace 5.
Les deux en plein, genre 60
Call, and then off river.
Of course. I just complete ace 9, nothing. But next time I will punish. You get 2 free scores. Now I know. Now I know. Thank you.
Some needle both ways, I love it.
500.
Timo with the kings again.
Même moi, j'aurais même pas envie avec ça.
Here we go.
Ça sert à rien, ça excite personne.
Well, looking to get action. It's going to have to come from the Rob corner. Here's Robert
I'm a rose between
flicking some in with the king 7.
Hard to get there.
Huh?
Hard to get out from there.
Who's the rose?
Thorns. Oh,
I'm
yeah,
against,
yeah.
I'm against, I think I'm against probably ace jack, ace 10 here.
Well, if you think that, you're going to be in trouble because he's found a piece on 5-5-4. It's going to get him in trouble.
Yeah, his read's a bit off tonight compared to last night. He does do that big lead again, 2K and 1700. I really like the just call here from Timo. Makes his hand look like exactly what Rob's saying. It's very nice.
Oh
He's
my
in trouble
word.
now. Yeah, and
This is ridiculous.
This is really tough. This is really tough because you'd expect Rob to lead a lot of hands, but maybe not a 4. A lot of 4s check call. You know, you'd expect him to maybe lead some gut shots, some air and things. So if I was Timo with kings here, I'm going to find it very hard to fold here. He could definitely lead some 5x for sure.
How big is the bet on the river?
Maybe that river could save him, but I wouldn't begrudge him to call here. Just depends how much Rob bets.
I guess some of the bluffs are going to be what, like the 6-7s of the world, and maybe some deuce 6 suited. Well, here comes the big shell.
Chubb's now got there.
15.7k in the middle, and he's going with. Let's see how much it was. I think it was 17. Oh, 14. Okay, a little under pot.
14.
As you say, this is a horrible enough spot for Timo. Of course, you're loving life. You've got kings. You've got Rob Young barreling away, but it's a Rob Young kind of board.
Ace king no good.
Yeah. Not as
Yeah, he can 100% have things like 6-7, do 6.
You have beat what I have.
The problem here is when someone leads flop and starts bluffing, they're very incentivized to keep bluffing this board. So I wouldn't begrudge him to call.
I don't want to look stupid.
He's shown the
screen,
deuce.
but I think I will
He's
let
shown
it
the
go.
deuce. This is great.
Oh, did he? He showed the deuce.
Once he showed
I think when you
deuce,
show the
don't
deuce,
think
it's
I will
actually an easier fold, isn't it?
call. Good luck if he has 7 deuce.
Right.
6 deuce, 5 deuce, 4 deuce, ace
Because he'd have to be leading like a deuce 7 or deuce 8 or something ridiculous.
Where do you fold there?
Yeah.
Maybe deuce 3, I guess.
It's not stream anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you anyway. Kings.
Kings.
Yeah.
Big fold.
Like that, I was like, ooh, hopefully I don't look very, very stupid here. But my gut was telling me, oh.
I think he showed a good card for you to fold. Deuce, like
Yeah, good point, Sinan.
Something random like 8 deuce.
I'm going to bet the same with like Jack 9 though, right?
Nah.
It's the same.
But I mean, yes, maybe you can, but when you show deuce,
He might bet the same with Jack 9, but he doesn't show a deuce at the end of the
Make him think that I haven't got it.
yeah, once you show deuce, it's high likely you got it.
4 plus 5.
8 deuce, 4 deuce, 5 deuce.
But deuce, ace deuce not winning.
Great. 3, 4,
I think
5.
Sinan's nailed it there.
Yeah, I think
Like, random
Rob's trying to
I don't know
save
what
face. I
show that to
think
make him
he's now
fold.
realising he made a bit of a
I show
mistake there.
I show him.
ace.
No, I showed him deuce. So
I don't know, like mathematically it's hard when you have deuce, it's hard to not to have.
don't I want to show him a card that makes him want to fold if I'm bluffing.
8 plus.
I know, but I mean, imagine the deuce combinations, like there's millions of value now.
I play any combination on the big blind for 200 now.
Yeah, but you don't play all the
That's a good
possible
point from Rob.
But any
He's gonna have the jack
four
deuce as well, isn't he?
Ace deuce, you play the same.
I think you're more worried about 5, aren't you?
I think they're both making good points here.
5, 6.
Yeah.
No.
If you show
Yeah,
like
they're kind of they're both arguing different points, but they're both correct.
If it helps, Rob, I am not thinking the way Sinan is thinking. So the discussion is like...
Like to me, if you show a 9, I'm likely calling. If you show a deuce, I'm likely
I
calling.
think the king's there.
Oh,
you
Alex,
just don't call it, don't you?
No.
Decides to 4-bet
When
the
you
king
show
jack
deuce,
off.
no. When you don't show deuce, I might call.
Gets it done.
If you show me
Always
like
nice when you get the
9,
king queen to fold as well.
I said fuck it. But if you show me deuce, because there's 6 deuce and ace deuce also now.
Yeah. 6 deuce is straight, yeah?
Ace deuce is straight. So deuce is actually helping him to fold.
How to spot a pro. He 4-bets king jack off.
But I kind of want him to help him to fold, and I think that's why he showed me, right? So
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's thinking next level.
Yeah, it's level of whatever.
Level 1.
Level 1.
I'm
This
thinking
guy
like-
is simple. Simple guy.
I'm thinking, okay, Rob showed me the deuce because it looks like he's got it.
Wits.
He wants me to fold, therefore he can't have it, right? So I'm like,
4 raise 500.
This guy is simple. Simple look. Simple thinking.
simple, just play kings
Yeah.
and hope they hold, right? I don't mind, I just take 3,000 each pot.
That's good.
Hands up, yeah. I just got to avoid losing one big one.
Okay.
It's coming.
Nothing like getting tapped on the shoulder and being called simple, is there?
You 3-bet again?
1,800.
You 3-bet again?
Yes.
Sinan, too dangerous at the moment.
No.
I would normally 4-bet that hand.
Well, speaking of potential 4-bets, Mehdi, king queen of clubs out of position. For Sinan, Konstantin, double act.
You got to do it. You're on stream.
We know he isn't folding.
Yeah, you got to do it. You're on stream, aren't you? It's like
No respect.
no one gets invited back if you're folding king queen of clubs here.
5,500, yes.
Very interested to see what Konstantin does. Wouldn't like to predict.
News. Let's all want to message the girlfriend. It's okay,
Yeah, it's just
right?
quite interesting because a lot of the spots we saw him play yesterday were fairly straightforward in the most part. And it was more the way he was talking. We were kind of trying to piece it together. But yeah, I wanted to see how he approaches this one. The first sort of real decision we've seen him in.
It's okay anyway.
Can let you
Yeah,
up a
he's pretty solid.
message, But not watching YouTube. Because you could be watching the stream.
Просто не понимаете. It's more, как это, translator more.
No, but
It's boring for us though. We don't want solid. We want the call there with 7s and play the streets.
I wanted
See what happens,
I wanted
but-
to see a little bit of fighting.
Boyfriend is he's next to you. I know you're doing something
Yeah.
different. Right, I'm not.
Trying your luck.
I'm.
Wasn't nice.
Frisky.
I'm definitely in this pot. If you're in,
I feel like everyone's warmed up now. Everyone's played a few hands and we've got a game.
you're in, I'm in.
Lock the doors, James.
That means I'm.
Lock the doors. Alex raising it up. Rob says you're in, I'm in. He is in. Sinan, 6 deuce off in the big. He's going to be out.
I feel good for you this hand.
Good hand?
I feel good for you. You're going to win this hand. good flop.
6 check.
You're supposed to have ace. Why check?
Actually going to check through, and the 7 that gives both a pair on the turn.
Check, check, check, check. I'm not being, no trap. Trap not working.
Well, chop it up, boys.
8 check.
So. Chop, chop.
Chop, chop.
You lucky boy.
Like it.
You have flush draw as well. On flop.
Check raise, plan.
Ah,
Plan failed, huh? Check raise, double check raise flush.
Go bad turn.
No.
I forgot to bet.
You were getting a massive check raise.
You look like you're waiting for something. Can you translate? That's my Russian.
Translator.
Can you translate?
Do you know the video of the Spanish translator with drug dealing? Do you know that funny one? Like, there's a translator, and there's like a drug dealing with Spanish two guys. Spanish and US. Because of the translator, there's like a huge argument. Because the translator fucks up. This might be the situation, so...
7 pass.
Your shadow. I'm going to raise.
8 raise 1,000.
I'll show you.
Oh,
We have position.
your straddle, is it? I'll raise with my any 2 cards. That happen to be ace king of spades. Oh,
It does have the premium.
You fold.
Everyone folds.
wow.
First time we've seen that.
I'm winning all the antes.
And
No red. I'm not winning any red chips. I'm just winning these colour.
What do you drive nowadays, Rob? I remember your Aston Martin from.
Oh, a long time ago.
Vanquish.
I still have the same one.
You still have it?
Yeah, I have it. Garage. Yeah.
Huh?
I don't drive it now, but I still have it just to collect it.
7 raise 500.
TBS. Yeah.
You have it just to what?
How many cars do you have, James, in your collection?
I haven't got Vanquish. I've got DBS. And,
Just the one.
Have it,
Oops,
like,
just the one car. Yourself, in your collection?
It's like 25 years old.
Oh, okay.
You lose count, don't you?
You don't drive here.
No. No drive here, no drive to buy. No drive.
I'll have one of the men check
Only
after
drive in
the
UK.
stream and
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Here we go. Timo.
Why, you want
Set,
to
but
buy me a car?
maybe hard to get action out of this hand.
Let's see how it goes today.
All your winnings from last night? You can buy me
Yeah,
a car
very
if you
very
want.
dry board.
For Cyprus.
3 raise
can buy a Lambo.
700.
Hard for Robert to have much.
I like how this conversation turned around from asking what car Rob drives these days to suddenly pointing out that Robert could go by himself, whichever one of these cars they mention is from last night's winnings.
You don't know for sure?
Yeah.
I did. I mean,
It's actually insane.
They're
We
in the
say,
bank now, those winnings. They're done.
make a mistake.
we say these numbers like out loud all the time, like, oh, you won like 250k last night in a cash game. 250k real world money is like insane amounts of money.
Straddle pass.
Good to know.
House some places.
I haven't
Nobody,
seen you play, like, any bad house.
nowhere near you, but there's a few houses near me that are 250k. So yeah.
I was going to say, Wolves, you don't want a 250k house right my way. Maybe a garage.
You don't
Start
play, like,
putting your cars in.
King 7, Jack 7, Queen.
Like those.
You like play them then.
You watched the stream yesterday, 1000.
3 raise 1,000.
Yeah, I think he didn't watch.
I have the feeling you didn't watch it, but I had King 7 against you.
Well played.
In a 3-bet pot. But that's whatever.
Well played.
Not gonna whatever. Just gonna get alcohol from you.
Wow.
I plan on watching
Timo's biting.
when I get home with my coach, Andre.
Andre's a coach.
8 check.
I want you to bet there, because I always call when there's an ace on the flop.
Oh, he's going for a raise. This is this is a very interesting line.
After he just had the whole
That's
speech
nice.
about you don't do anything, you're too nitty, you don't get out of line. He just wants to now raise him and show him a bluff. This is going to be fun.
As the action player at the table, Rob doesn't see this very often. People actually, bluffing him. It's a pretty ballsy line to take.
Now, why would you raise?
Rob's not really having it.
I mean, you can't give this much speech surely and then call with a weak hand.
I mean, he can. He definitely can, but I know what you're saying.
You are right.
10 suited,
If anyone
right?
can do it, this man.
I'm going to try and be a hero this time.
Wow.
I love it. He's literally announced what he's doing, and he's basically saying if the river comes to deuce, he's not folding.
I mean, come on,
I have
brick
problems.
or a 5.
9, 10
All
suited.
right.
So hard.
Well, 9,
for
10 does
Timo-
get there.
Timo to find it. I would love him to find it, but I feel like most people just shut it down now.
Yeah, he shuts it down.
Yeah, it shuts it down.
Queen.
Queen's good enough.
Very sheepishly, no one wants to show the hand.
How can you not follow the bluff when we were on 6? I really
Yeah, you've got to be betting that
hand's
river
awesome.
when he basically
Best
says
one to bluff.
10-9 suited.
I did not check.
This is so cool.
Sinan, at least he put up a
How
five.
is he given all that speech and then called the turn?
Well, I just dumped the 2 in, like.
Yeah.
I had a fighting hand, I will fight for it. I don't know.
I mean,
Timo's just like, what just happened to me?
tough spot on the river for me if he bets it, if he...
I'm never giving up versus you, letting you get away with queen 3 there. Just for you to know.
Why didn't you bet the river?
Wow, Sinan just needling Timo here as well.
You thought you were ahead?
I was not bluffing on the turn.
9 of diamonds, 8 of diamonds.
Watch the stream if you want to know.
No. It's too easy. Too easy to see from the stream, right?
I didn't want to say it.
I don't like easy. Harder.
8.
8. Out of position, right?
You like that? Yes, I'll go for it.
4x. 4x raise. I mean, I have to defend.
Defend he does. Rob v Rob. Robert with top 2.
Ace again.
Rob with bottom pair. And as Rob says, ace again. He never folds on the ace side boards.
Yeah, he'll definitely be peeling one here,
When
won't he?
there's an ace on there, you have to call in case they've got a pair. You can bluff them on the turn. Can't always have ace in your hand when you raise.
How do you split flop between?
Sorry?
How do you split flop? What do you take into consideration?
Robert, of course, clear.
Check the flop.
Bet again hand here.
Like why you?
Unless he just thinks Rob is so light that
Why I'm not betting the turn?
best serve with eliciting a bluff.
On the mice, what do you do?
No.
I'd be surprised if he's not already just thinking about how to get stacks in.
Yeah.
Looks
He's
like
just
that's
gonna go for
basically
3
what he's
streets
trying
here.
for here. Yeah, bet 3k into 3. There'll be 9 in there with 13 back. Probably jam some rivers and go smaller on others.
Kinda like it.
This is just very hard for Rob to continue, even if you do think he's bluffing. He's still, going to have queen 10, king queen, and things, which it's just very hard to proceed from here, especially to that size. But it does, keeps him honest. 6 here would be very sick, because there's just no way you can put him on a 6.
Oh, I was about to say, as with an 8. An 8 is going to be cruel.
That is that is going to be a full double.
I mean, is this a river that he wants to jam? There are, of course, those straights now.
Sinan, when do we see you in the
Yeah, I
medium?
think you just.
Does he go smaller sizing?
Never.
Why?
I think you just have one size here. I think you just jam,
You are made
especially in
kind of games.
this sort of game and
Maybe.
You're gonna crush them.
this spot exactly. I think.
Yes.
I mean, if you were bluffing, then
BTC to like
you sort of know that you need to be paying 13 into 9 to get Rob to fold some stuff. So
What's the point?
Ethereum
doesn't
Looks like he has found a
go with
different
jam though.
flow.
then with day.
Ethereum think he beat his
Gone
Has he
pot?
gone for pot?
for sure.
Yeah, he's gone pot.
Yeah.
Fair
But
enough. I
then
mean,
probably the price of the poker goes
my
up.
argument is if you go in pot, you may as well just go like
5 million.
128% pot, or whatever it is, and
Like now, if I play, I need to like
Just do that,
a lot,
but-
like take the and then what's the point?
pot's
to play?
pot. So all good.
I beat ace king, ace queen, ace
I know, I
10,
know.
And this is a bit of a.
Ooh,
ace 6.
how much does Robert like hearing that?
Ace 4,
I beat
ace
ace
3.
king, and
Beautiful.
you know he's just
Yeah.
getting cool when he hears that.
Bit, I mean,
Yeah, good. So he's.
it's a bit of a slow roll, isn't it? You could like, you're not loving it because you feel like he doesn't just have ace king, but
Let's skip for this.
there's just no way you can fold this river.
This is a gift. How much is it?
Yeah, he doesn't like it, but
Gift.
there's not really much you can do.
Gift. I knew it. My 2 pair was a bad 2 pair. How much?
9.
I would fold that off street.
His instincts are really good, Rob, but you can't fold that.
I'll fold it on street.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said there he'd fold off stream.
Hard.
Huh?
Hard.
Fine, you're gonna fold ace 8.
Jack
I
9.
didn't have an ace. I had another 2 pair. But can't really fold that on street. It looks pretty bad.
Yeah, I think that's maybe one that Rob looked back and
Everybody will be
think maybe folding turns just best there. It's just very, very hard to win,
I will
even if your hand is good
do before I completely
on the turn.
like get out of poker, let's say, to turn into business, let's say. Yeah, it's probably. It's much better fun to play cash game than tournament, like $1 million or whatever.
Yeah, you didn't like.
No, obviously I like because of the cash out. But if you ask me the experience, playing high cash game is better than high tournament.
500.
Okay, here we go. Sinan, ace 5 suited. Always a fun hand.
18.
Coming after the Timo Open.
4 3 ace 1 8 5 5 6 5 7 5 8 5.
I feel like Timo's one of those guys. He could be 18. He could be 34.
I had a very good hand. One of my favorite hands.
Would you take the older or the younger for Timo?
5 suited.
My Russian friend,
I'm going to go closer to 34 than 18.
you're waiting for
He's
you
a
play?
That means you think he's about 26,
I have 1-5, but there's a
27, 28. Something like that.
straddle.
Just retired.
Yeah. It's not
I mean, he's
like-
playing 100, 200 game Wolves. Take some time to put up that kind of wedge.
It's nothing these days. Some of these kids, millions in a bank. They all got in bloody Bitcoin early, didn't they? You know, it's nothing to them.
I think it's really like.
Yeah, Wolves, the kids that got into Bitcoin earlier are now like 27. That's going to happen.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, everything's the same. Every tournament feels.
That's the exact age that you thought he was.
I don't like 3 blind games either.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't like straddle. I don't like 3 blind games. You know, they do 100, 200, 400. It takes so long to play.
I like anti as well, but
Anti's the best.
somehow always people prefer straddle the 100. Anti, sorry.
NT is.
Yeah, because
NT is way better. Like
Yeah, for sure.
because the tight players or the pros, they want the fish to put in the straddle.
Yeah.
They want to dodge the straddle.
Yeah.
That's why they prefer straddle. Forced ante, same as a straddle, but everybody puts it in.
Yeah.
That's why.
3 check.
3 blinds as well. It's just so awkward in the small blinds. You know, like the
But
first
they settle anyway.
3 blinds. It's
Anyway. I never
bit of
saw
a-
any game that
bit of a
even though
headbutt.
big ante, there was a VIP.
Yeah, I played a lot of hold'em games
somehow
with,
loses,
with
let's
3
say,
blinds,
and they don't
and
settle.
I think I've liked it just because
put like 3x
obviously
and
making that adjustment, and a lot of people play way too loose from the small.
Anti is
Yeah.
I like it more, much more. I'm just saying, anyhow, if you don't like have strict rule, no straddles, they will do it anyway.
I think you can say.
I quite liked a check raise that size here from Timo, but he does go with the check call. Got the gut shot, the over, and the backdoor. Backdoor
It's better
spades.
than not having anything at all.
This is what, yeah.
It's much better than having nuts, but still.
In fact, I'm not playing any more poker without big ante in my life, the rest of my life. New
Good
system,
card for
new
Konstantin to continue bluffing and gets it done. Rob declaring there he's not playing any more poker without a big ante.
Right, so we do have another cash game scheduled for Monday. I know it's still up in the air whether we'll be streaming it. Lay me odds that it doesn't have a big ante and Rob's in it.
You've got King Jack,
Yeah.
you play ace track all the time. You've only got to play King 10. And when you've got the King Jack, you've got a chance, right?
Yeah.
You always didn't. When they can wait to dominate, when good players can wait to dominate you.
I didn't see this one, but
Yeah. I like ante much more, yeah.
That's why when I said let's do 500 ante, these guys all went quiet, right?
Yeah. Because they never played before, that's why.
No, because they don't want to put it in.
we missed you.
No.
And we already gave all our.
No, you don't have to do
God
that.
bless Doyle.
Yeah. Come on.
But I don't like when we mean about like a big cash game. I don't like the ones that are like.
Yeah, that's Monday, but tomorrow we'll be streaming the 10K final, won't we, James?
Like, I like more deep. Like,
Final table.
Yeah,
What did you say? 138 entries, did we say? Than that?
Yeah, one of the.
Yeah, 138.
So hard.
Yeah, like I like it.
Good
more,
numbers this time of year.
The hostile style, American style.
Yeah, it'll be
That's better.
Playing like
big amount of wedge up top in that.
Yeah, like they play so wild.
Fighting games are super hard.
Wild, fun games. Fighting games are super high, but actually shallow stakes.
But to be honest with you, Triton's like the Champions League of poker.
Yeah.
You know, they want to play the biggest, but they also, you know, they want action, don't they? Big pot.
I like the action more on streams like, to be honest, like Lodge, Hoster, like crazy fun because stakes are deep. Much more playability, much more room to maneuver.
Deep stack's much more interesting to watch.
Yeah. I don't like 4-bet all-in, jacks, ace.
No, but some players don't want to play deep stack, right?
Yeah,
I just know.
Oh, it's true.
because it's harder.
Well, obviously, I mean, deep stack still favours the better players, though.
Of course, it favors better players, but at least it's fun, much more fun to watch, like for stream games.
That's why I would like to play this game. I'd like to play this game 200, 400, 1K ante.
Yeah.
Especially at PLO, because on PLO it's pot limit.
Dead ante, yeah.
Dead ante. Super. I think this is better than a 500 1K game.
Healing the
More
3 bet.
action, deeper. Yeah. This.
But the buy-in should be 100K.
No.
No, I mean average stake should be 100K.
50K is okay.
50K is easy to put the money in.
It's 2-4. It's 50K is like 125 big
Yeah,
blind.
but when 1K is there,
If I'm
it's
saying
not like
min buying 50.
min buying 50K. I'm saying it
Average
should be
stack would be, yeah.
50K and like a couple hours.
I think
it's
this is a
gonna be-
super nice game as well. 100, 200, 500 ante.
And like 25K
And
minimum.
I think,
25K minimum.
yeah.
30K minimum.
50, 100, 250 ante. Nice.
250 is kind of like hard to make it, but yeah.
Oh, no, it's 50. You've got 50.
You have 25. So.
38.
This is super nice. We played this game, 2K, 4K, 10K ante.
That's quite big.
Sorry.
That was super good. We played that 2 weeks ago in Montenegro.
2K, 4K, 10K ante.
I just like was
quite big.
on the ring.
Well, what was better was when we were playing 1K,
Yeah, just
2K,
your little game.
5K ante.
My hand can be like 4-bet or like just.
2.5 times. Beautiful.
500, 1K, 2K.
I think it's too big. Maybe 300 and
We'd sit down, win one pot, we'd be off, wouldn't we?
500 is,
Right, that's me, lads.
It's too big
20K.
to do. Yeah, because you want to play less hands. Yeah, I understand that, but it's great for someone who wants to play a lot of hands. So the game's no big.
Little
the
needle
game's
there
no
like
bigger.
that.
What's
It's
the
like,
difference? One,
no
two,
good for you. You don't want to play the
three,
hands, mate.
Same game, right?
It's a big difference, but it
It's so good.
forces you to play more hands. So that's why it's fun.
Yeah, you can't make. You're just losing if you play raise. You're just losing if you don't play many hands in that game.
That's true. That's true.
But this situation here is not the same because the guy that's putting the dead money in is out of position.
Yeah.
So it's a
No,
disadvantage.
I see your point, of course.
You would enjoy it way more, honestly, because you actually play like a reasonable amount of hands. It would be probably better for you because you do play, you know. Trust me, it's way better. But I don't like. I like to say no straddle. It's the same as this game, what you're doing now. But
Oh, he plays a reasonable amount of
out of
hands.
position. So
A minute ago, he wasn't playing enough hands.
harder. Actually, don't know what I've got.
Like music.
Did I raise?
Did I
Did I raise?
raise?
Yes.
Just working out. Just working out what the action was in it, and a heads up pot when he's opened.
You know, it's like when you're playing 12 tables online and you suddenly find yourself on a turn. You're like, how did I get here? Like, he's one tabling live, found himself in that spot.
Yeah, it could be a set here.
It reminds me of that. If you watch like the World Cup of Poker, we'd have like 4 people per hand, and someone would play like pre in the flop, and then they basically get tagged out, and the new guy'd come in and he'd have to work out the action, work out what he'd done. He's like, I've no idea how the hell we got to this point.
I do like that because it gave me one of my favourite moments in poker, I think, which is when they have the team timeout, don't they, where they can go off in a huddle and discuss what to do. And the player was facing an all-in, and he called the team timeout, and and he's got aces. What have we got? What have we got? He goes, I've got aces.
The other team was just like, that's so disrespectful, just going mad about it. The guy comes back, he's like, yeah, call aces.
After I lose enough.
You're putting dead money out of position.
Fantastic.
Et ta bague ou pas?
Putting it on.
Ta bague?
Putting it in.
Yeah, the other team were quite upset
They should
about it.
definitely bring that back, by the way.
It's top band.
Yeah, they were fuming.
Don't play it now.
Got to be done.
Try it in the future.
Robert leading the way here today in terms of profit so far. He's up 10k, as is Timo.
Try 150.
Rob Alex up small. Mehdi, of course, the only big loser, courtesy of his kings, losing both run-out.
If you're playing 10, 20,
Ace king.
try a 50 ante with it. It's super nice.
It's good.
Yeah, it's just such a great moment.
It's a bit like squid. People are fighting for the squid.
I like squid also.
Actually, I'm in agreement with Rob with this.
we'll
Let's get this ante
The only
going.
thing that sucks playing squid is not being able
I mean, I
to
think
use
it's
the
great, yeah. I think it's a very good idea. I'm not a fan of the 3 blinds either.
No straddles, I have to.
Fair point. Yes.
Yeah, but
He's auto straddle.
to like toilet
Like 4
or
times
whatever.
in this battle.
I don't like straddles.
What's it? 800
You should have told
straddle?
me I'm auto.
I should have told you.
I'm auto.
My mistake.
You can just straddle.
Automatic.
I'm auto straddle. I don't like straddling. I love it.
Wow, you can't fold here and let me have my 800 back. You've got to put a 5. You've got to put a 5 up. Impossible for me to
I
fold.
think with the 8-4 off, you can just let this go, but he does. He
No,
does
not when Rob's
complete.
calling you out for not playing enough hands and whatnot. You can't then be folding from to the straddle.
For 8.
How much?
8 for 8.
Made it 8K.
88 poker.
Yeah, like 8. I give you a clue about my hand, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
8.
Oh, I was dead. I was absolutely dead.
You should have just gone on it. I would have folded. Even telling you my hands now, guys. Come on. 88.
Right, I just put in
I mean,
$100 with.
I don't know how it works, Rob, Worbs, but when it's your room, your club, and your game, and you want to play a big ante, why are we not yet playing big ante?
Because everyone plays more cautious out of position.
Yeah, I mean, Rob's a fair guy, isn't he? I think he said we need everyone to agree. But I'm kind of with you. I feel like if he just said it, everyone would be like, yeah, fine. But he's trying to be a bit too fair and wait for everyone to confirm. But
Like,
it's definitely the way to go. I like it.
These guys are stealing the straddle.
He's definitely the one giving the action, and he is kind of the game at this point. I feel like
suspicious,
you know,
very suspicious.
they should just play it.
Button.
Anyway, Konstantin very suspiciously opening the button, but it's Alex K who's looking like he's up to something from the small blind here.
He's raising with nothing. You think he's raising with nothing, so you're re-raising.
does look that way, but
Rob's
two playable hands.
Well, Konstantin just gets away from the A7 suited instantly. I'm a little bit surprised that he wasn't looking to fight there. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe these two players.
They're not super deep, are they? Sure.
No. I just wondered, obviously, you know, two compatriots. Probably. My guess, my assumption is they play quite a lot together. Maybe just recognizing in this game that perhaps correctly, Alex isn't going to be getting out of line there.
Break even host. Yeah.
Break even last night.
Yeah, and we've all seen Konstantin a lot facing 3-bets and 4-bets, and just doesn't seem too comfortable peeling these hands that aren't super strong, or maybe a 10-jack suited he might peel, but all these sort of semi-marginal hands he thinks he's just happy to throw them away, which
plays very bad.
Kind of fair enough.
I don't think I ever win.
Boring for us, but
feels like
kind of fair enough. Obviously, the more shallow you are there, it's just a very like reverse implied odds hand, isn't it? You know, even if you flop the ace, it's going to be tough because you're just not that deep on the struggle of the last hand.
Three-way to Jack 6 deuce. Alex with the flush draw working. Konstantin with the ace of heart blocker. And Rob with no hand, but doesn't usually stop him getting involved in some way.
6.
Yeah.
600 bet.
Thinking about making it 5k with this. Is that bad? Terrible play. Those thoughts shouldn't even come into
Alex
mind.
K, not there yet, but all developing more in its favour now as he selects an open-ender to go with that flush draw.
Yeah, very nice turn card here for Alex. But Konstantin does decide to keep betting. It's one of those, I like it if he's going to continue on rivers. But these spots are very, very tough, and I feel like a lot of people, you know, will bet turn and then just give up river, which is not, it's not great. He does go a good side. Plenty of interesting rivers here.
Wow.
And that's a very good river to bluff. Oh, but he does snap check. And now it's a mandatory bluff for the 8 high. You can't be checking back 8 high here. You're not repping too much, but he checks so fast as well. I feel like he's pretty capped to ace jack at best, which even that wouldn't check so fast. So
yeah, obviously, I guess size-wise, the only real question here: does he just go small sometimes, try and knock out the other draws, or reps a lot of one-pair hands, or does he just go big and try and rep maybe a queen jack type holding? Here he's gone the former here, just 1600, just a value bluff.
Yeah, wow, incredible. I wouldn't have gone that small, but he's obviously recognising he can't get too many pairs to fold, so it's a size trying to target ace high, which is exactly what he had.
Well done, sir.
Yep, certainly a thinking player, as I like to call them, James. Thinking players, non-thinking players.
Oh yeah. Which camp did you put yourself in?
I would be
there?
a thinking player. You would be a non-thinking player.
Oh, thanks, buddy. No, it's nice when you see that though, because I think obviously a lot of people watching it, you think, oh, I've got to bluff, I've got to bet big, but you don't have to in a situation like that. By betting small, he's saying, look, I've just got a hand like King Jack, and I want to get a bit of value, or maybe a Queen High flush draw. Just that one pair type holding.
Yeah, I think you got to recognise it's very hard there to get a jack to fold. So you want to be choosing a size that's trying to get hands worse than a jack to fold. Obviously, you have 8 high, so you have to bet something. But yeah, I think you're totally right. I think a lot of people would be a bit gun shy there because they think, oh, I need to bet 3/4 pot or full pot or more than pot. But he's basically recognised the hands he wants to try and get to fold, so I like it.
Here we go, Timo with kings again. Raising up, Alex K with the 3-bet, 1700, holding ace queen. 2 very good hands here.
Yeah, it's very, very tough hand to play this to an under the gun 4-bet.
Oh, you haven't got the stream on. Is that the stream?
You see lots of players here folding, calling, and going all in. So you can basically make the case, make the argument for all 3. What would you do here, James?
Probably cool, but I think it's the worst of the options.
No, I think calling's okay, isn't it? But he has gone with a great fold there. Yeah. Obviously, to fold there, you've got to assume that you're just not getting 4-bet bluffed that much. Which he might be right against that opponent.
Yeah.
Something that might be a tight fold. We have like
Yeah, again, it's this kind of weird dynamics that arrive in these kind of cash games where you've got quite a lot of loose action taking place. Do you really want to be getting involved against the guy who wants to 4-bet from under the gun, who's not one of those kind of action players? They're just deciding, hey, I'll make way from this one.
Yeah, I guess you can think like that, can't you? Obviously, being a cash game, you're supposed to take every hand in isolation, but I can sort of see your point of, you know, it's just not a great spot, is it? You're just not loving it. You're not going to be printing much money there, are you? So he's just decided to fold, and fair enough.
Yeah, I know you're saying. Yeah, the theory is, you know, every hand's the same. If we're wrong, we pull up and blah blah. But in practice, it's just not how cash games play, is it? People do have that mindset.
Yeah,
and
true.
You see it a lot.
And you would assume as well he maybe doesn't play this high stakes all the time, so you can be a bit tighter in some spots when you may be playing stakes that are higher than you usually play. But it's boring for us. I want to see the drama. I want to see the cold 5-bet rip. You know, all these things. Not seen Sinan play a hand for a while. He's not really had much. He does complete here with the 10 jack off. Konstantin, this is a gear we haven't really seen. Decides to punish the limp. Got shots for both. Little surprise Konstantin didn't see bet this flop. King high board's quite a good see bet here against limp call.
Yeah.
Does obviously have the gut shot.
And this now just opens the door for Sinan. More probably, you know, not even so much the bluff angle here or the just denying equity, but perhaps just blocks setting a price. But actually has gone big. Definitely not just looking from that angle,
Yeah.
Certainly just trying to make, I guess, some ace highs fold.
Jusqu'à devant, là. Tu bois des verres? Hein? Tu bois des verres avec l'autre?
Rob taking a little break, so it's gone very quiet on the table, isn't it?
Certainly has something. Just in terms of action and table talk, he's the one that drives both.
Mehdi here opens the 7-8 suited. You assume he's going to get 3-bet from the small blind by Sinan.
23.
Nice hand to do it. And we don't want to see the fold, James, do we? Come on. Flick it in there. How much are you playing? I like it. I have played with Mehdi a few times in tournaments. He's
29.
methodical is the nice way to say it.
Okay.
It takes his time. It takes his time, you know.
All right. Deliberate. Well, two will see the
Deliberate,
flop.
methodical, yeah. I like it.
$5,000 in the middle, and the board certainly one that is Mehdi. Middle pair, backdoor straight draw working, solitary diamond out there.
Yeah, it's a decent flop.
Really horrible
Sinan
one
does
for Sinan
go
as
with
well,
C-bet
given that
though.
there's no heart on there, no connectivity, but yeah, feels the need to fire anyway.
Yeah, you could definitely argue for checking here. There's still some strong hands you could check, so I don't mind a check too much, but he has gone with C-bet. Mehdi with a very easy call. And we'll see what the turn brings, whether this hand will get interesting or boring. There we go. That's an interesting turn, isn't it, James?
Dream for Sinan, having just taken a stab in the dark, really, on this board. And I mean, reason to believe he can get quite a lot of value here as well, right? I mean, the Jack 10s of the world. I mean, I don't think as far as like Jack 8 suited, but certainly the 9-8 suited, the 7-8 suited, the 9-10 suited, all these kind of hands
100%.
just have to stick around here. But look at this, he does check it.
Yeah, I don't like this check. In a 3-bet pot here, you know, you've got 24k back with 10k in there. You just want to be planning how to get the money in on turns and rivers. Yeah, it's just quite a strange check, really. Maybe he's trying to induce some bluffs and trying to check raise turn. Maybe, I don't know, but
yeah, I can't imagine the plan.
Mehdi here is kind of going for protection. Sorry, go on.
To that size, though, yeah, it's almost like maybe we do now end up check raising.
Yeah.
I mean, Sinan does visibly look a little confused to this bet. 25%, not one you typically see here, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's a total disaster if you check call here and it goes check check, and you know it just shows like ace-9 or 9-10. 7-8's obviously got. So I think you're kind of forced now to check raise. But he has gone with check call. It's a bit of a car crash at this. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
This is going to go check check a lot, and there's just so much misvalue. But wow, he does get there. Save money.
Sinan's chip set.
Yeah. Mehdi now, of course, was looking to check that back. One assumes now going to go for value. I mean, you'd expect a lot of the 10x in Sinan's hand to have just carried on telling the story, having c-bet flop, maybe betting the turn. So you could take a fair amount of them out. But no, he does just check it back.
Yeah, it's an interesting spot for Mehdi on the river, because he doesn't expect him to have, you know, overpairs, king jack, ace jack. He expects them to keep betting the turn. So maybe he just thinks there is a lot of 10x in there.
Yeah, actually.
So it could actually be too thin based on him not, you know, having those hands that he obviously would have, because if he has ace jack, he probably does have queens and things. So kind of an interesting hand. We should have seen more blood, shouldn't we?
Wrong.
We should have done, but like you say, it is interesting because as soon as we see someone perhaps deviate from where we expect them to go, suddenly like all the sort of perceived correct actions, if you like, the quote unquote, this is what we should do here, goes out the window, because as soon as a man can have ace jack there, for example, then all our bet sizes and river decisions are so different. Oh, here we go.
I think
here we
if,
go.
you know,
Rob's rejoined the table. Being dealt ace queen suited.
Oh wow, yeah.
Trouble is afoot.
If they are deeper in that hand, I don't mind the check. I just think in a 3-bet pot with a stack through a left, you kind of have to go with it, and if you beat, you beat. But let's move on to this one.
Say bye-bye to this.
Can't imagine Rob's a big 4-better of ace queen. So yeah, very unsurprised to see him call. Also, Konstantin's a litter on the tighter side, which Rob will have seen in the last 2 days. Big flop.
Huge flop, Konstantin's hand. Unimproved for now. Just not the flop Rob was looking for. I wonder if he's going to try and keep him honest still though for one.
You can have to go 2 ways here. I feel like it's a board actually. Check raise versus Rob is quite good, because I feel like when you check here, Rob is going to attack it a bit. But you can also go with bet. She's done, and you called it, James. He has taken one off here in position. He won't like that turn though.
Wow. For him. And that diamond draw as a kicker is going to surely try and get these $30,000 in over the next couple of streets.
Yeah, there's no reason to check here. It's not a card Rob's gonna especially love bluffing, so you just got to keep going for value. Hope Rob's got some sort of draw.
Right, and it's a hand we can comfortably
diamond,
bet call with as well.
draws.
We might not love it, but if you bet here and Rob had a hand like Jack 10 of hearts, for example, he could certainly look to turn that into a bluff. So
yeah, even something like 6-7 and things. So yeah, there's lots of draws there, aren't there? This is pretty wild if Rob did anything, to be honest. You've got to remember who it was that 3-bet you pre. You know, he's just got all the very good hands and let it go. Rob was rocking the at the whoop there, James. Have you tried that one out?
haven't, Steve. No, I'm a Fitbit man.
What you got?
You know.
Oh, you got a Fitbit man. Yeah. I had a whoop for a bit, but quite annoying when you have some bad sleep for it to be telling you you've had bad sleep. You know, you go out, maybe have a few drinks, you get a sleep score of 27. It's not the best thing to wake up to in the morning.
No, I think you already knew that though. when you wake up with a hangover. You don't need the watch to tell you you're hungover.
1,000.
True.
Good marketing though. Well done to them.
Yeah.
$38.
3.8.
Here we go.
Robert going for it
Solver
here.
bait. Oh, more solver bait.
Ooh.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, aim on.
So how much you have?
Not going to be enjoying this with Jacks,
40,
right? I mean,
30.
he's still got Jacks, and it's Robert and Rob, but
You're not worried about me?
No, I see the pinks anyway.
Sure.
Cover me.
I think you're kind of happy you're playing 40 and not 100 here, aren't you?
definitely that.
You just have to go with it. There's just too much nonsense in there. There's just too much, you know, potentially Jack 5 off and stuff. So
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
you have to.
How much is it?
go with it.
Open fold.
I think 40.
Rob's in there as a 2-to-1 dog.
I think, like, I don't play tournaments a lot, but I think
9.
it's a lot of fun actually. Yes.
He's not quite getting the price, but
43.
It's like
Huh?
so
likes to give a bit of action, Rob, doesn't he? And
44.
the ship and
I think if he showed his hand, he'd probably flick it in as a 2-to-1 underdog.
41.
yeah, it's a lot more fun.
41.
But then you lose a flip and 8 hours of nothing. That's
41.
not fun.
So there's 29 more, yeah?
Yeah.
The problem actually with this hand is you've got to assume that maybe Robert
Am I supposed to call here?
3-bet an
What do you
ace,
have?
Right,
which is not ideal, is it?
It's up to
I
you.
was thinking that.
I don't think you're supposed to call, but if you want to gamble, obviously. Jacks as usual. Yeah. What can I do?
Does let it go, nice fold.
Basically, had the same hand as you.
What can I do with 2 Jacks declared? Pretty much what you said, Warbs. No real choice there. Don't love it, but in we go.
If it's like 20, you should call, but 29.
Right. He could have an ace as well, right?
Yeah.
And Robert is saying exactly what you said, that
Second
Robert
time you've
3-betting
had
from the small blind, like, has an ace
What can I do?
quite a lot, so makes the call with ace 4 maybe that little bit more problematic.
Versus some tight players, I probably fold, but
Yeah, it might have come into his decision.
Okay, Robert and Rob once again, from small to big, Jack deuce straight. All right, there's some hijinks going on in the Onyx Club in the background. Noise, some atmosphere.
Kind of sure they forgot about our drinks. Takes forever.
What's his name? What's his name?
What's that? What's that?
Azerbaijan.
Huh?
Azerbaijan.
He always says hi. Yeah.
Cola zero with lemon?
Last pillow.
Yes, please.
Good player.
No, but that game is big for it.
Oh, sorry.
It's more like 25 feet. 5.
Sinan opens
All right,
the ace king here.
Some PLO going on in the room as well. where the noise is coming from. Rob's 3-bet. Does he 3-bet 8 deuce?
Yeah, he just loves playing with Sinan, doesn't he?
No 4-bet.
Just loves playing with
I
Sinan.
actually can 4-bet sometimes. Sometimes call. I
like this just call.
position.
It is king, yeah. This is
Yeah, I like the fact
this is a play I'm a big fan of.
Bet.
he declares that I'm going to 4-bet some of the time with this hand.
Bet. You can bet before the flop.
Let's see the turn. Oops.
Now? You want to join? That's true.
Turn pairs the 4. I'm not going to slow Rob down. 7,000 the wager. Sinan's ace-king shrinking up quite a lot.
Very confident
But
bet.
a lot of things we can still beat here, especially in that man's hands. If he's in here with ace deuce of clubs, he can be in with pretty much any spade combo. And his straight draws.
Yeah.
Some of those straights filling in the form of, well, either the straight or a pair.
Two pair.
Wins. What 2 pair?
You'll be surprised to see this hand. Yeah, I'd be the same there.
Crazy how you get away with this all the time.
Yeah, it's exactly the thought, isn't it? It's like you can't keep getting away with this.
Just having fun with my
It's like the
friends.
Breaking Bad meme. You can't keep getting away with this.
Amazing.
Trying to give you.
Amazing.
I know you're spewing.
Well,
I let you spew and you get
Minimal blood spilt thus far, Mehdi.
versus like
Making up some of that lost ground, having lost 25k right at the top of the game.
I bet before the flop came down.
Running those 2 kings into Timo's ace-king, losing both run-outs.
super top.
Everyone else just pushing the chips around.
Crazy like.
Yeah, it's one of those games, isn't it, where no one's winning big, which means no one's losing big, and so everyone's just kind of a bit, not timid, but you know what I mean, no one's sort of like massively chasing or winning loads, so it's a little bit tentative.
It's
Yeah,
good
everyone
if you
just kind of...
even, to be honest.
Go on.
500.
I was saying that everyone's just kind of playing,
Cause like you,
you know, there's still their A game. There's no, there's no steam, there's no
Yeah,
chasing,
exactly,
there's
yeah.
no
Actually, no.
crazy dynamic just yet.
Yeah? 1,500.
All the best cash games are when, you know, there's one huge winner, everyone else is losing, and everyone's playing their C or D
Yeah.
I'm
game.
blind. You can't just call me. You got to re-raise me.
Ah, you blind?
Yeah.
Two overs and flush.
Oh, okay. I'm all in.
That's not good.
Wow.
Wow.
First one's good, right?
What is it?
You like that card, yeah?
It's a king.
King of diamonds.
This is where Konstantin's like, hang on a second, have I been done up like a kipper
An ace
here?
or a king.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of me being blind for going all in. You deserve it.
You fold if it's a queen?
I think queen I call, yeah? Marginal. Depends on his expression when I turn it over.
This is good.
It's an ace.
Suited?
Yeah.
Diamonds.
How much is it? Like 30.
It's absolutely wild that because the folded cards, Rob's a 57% favourite in this
Can't have a
hand.
good right?
You just
can't be
you're
very
just never
strong.
thinking Constantine's as light as
Against blind
as
hands,
light as
you can't
this.
have good
Right.
hands.
It was the best way. Rob went, you know I'm blind, you know I'm blind. Konstantin, oh, you didn't look? You're blind? Okay, I'm all in. It was
Andre.
great. Wasted no time.
There's some hands he beats. Queen Jack suited, 10 Jack suited, 9-10 suited, maybe.
I'll stand behind. But 42 more, yeah? Taking advantage of a blind man.
The rest of the table can't believe he's thinking this long, I don't think. If he thinks so much longer, he might just call, you know.
Could do that with Queen Jack suited, could do that with. Would you do that with Queen Jack suited?
Oh, yeah, that's what I just said, yeah. It's interesting because a lot of people in this spot, it's total Hollywood, and this is definitely not total Hollywood. Rob is genuinely considering putting in $43,900 more with King 8 suited.
He might just do it.
Solely because of the spot.
You would have been way older.
But no, he can't.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
It's a good read.
No, you don't look that good. Yeah.
It's a good read.
So calm.
Raise 3-bet only.
And you said you're gonna focus, so I thought, you know, like, you've had your years of poker, but you didn't have that many years of poker then.
Ah, yeah.
Even you, my hand.
All in small pair or Queen Jack, maybe. But I'll be honest with you, I couldn't bear to double you up.
Alright, then.
King 8 suit, may call.
Yeah.
King 8 all fold, King 8 suit, may call.
I just couldn't bear to double you up after you tried to steal my blind raise. My first reaction was, I want to punish you. And then my next reaction was, I don't want to reward you. It's like,
Yeah.
Crazy.
huh?
Crazy.
No, he's got pair. Better than ace king. It's a pair, yeah? Pardon? You can make as much noise as you want. Pardon? God damn it. My read was correct. He looked petrified.
I knew it.
He's looking at his girlfriend. Petrified. I felt the fear. But if I doubled him up, I feel sick.
More to take afterwards.
Yeah.
Very hard. We play one
You know better than me.
one hand every 6 hours. Very hard.
You know better than me.
You get one chance for his money. He was sweating there. I mean, I think King Jack of diamonds.
Yeah, of course.
Mehdi. Actions on
You
him.
want to steal my 2,000?
There's no way, yeah. He's going to look down at ace king.
Personal?
Oh. good chance to have.
How couldn't that have been like a king as well? No justice in poker.
How
Hello.
much,
What you would call?
How much? Stack.
Eh? Just one on that.
Bit of a tell here, in my mind. Forbes opening up the ace king, man defends from the big, and you ask how much he's got back in a single raise pot. But
Okay, guys, do you mind if I put my coach in for...
It's going to be style to ask though. But,
Oh, yeah, I bet, yeah.
oh, substitution here.
Andre,
Andre's coming in, I think. Coach Andre.
Andre, we've been playing quite tight, so we've got a good image. We have good...
Andre, the coach, coming in. We saw him come in last night as well, didn't we? You played a couple of rounds.
Yeah.
Welcome, sir.
Here he is.
Andre, you coach Rob?
All right. Coach is in. I feel like he played the first couple of hands last night when he came in.
It happened 4 times.
Yeah, he was in there early.
Play there?
Yeah, like
Then folded for a bit, and then
This game here, or?
played a couple more.
Sinan?
yes.
What happened? But when you told me like you're gonna tell me after.
Yeah, she supposed to cut the deck before, only once.
Only once?
Yeah.
Like
When it's all in pre-flop.
okay. And she cut it again on the turn.
On the flop.
Give me back. Give me back.
Oh, that's what happened earlier. To do with the cutting in the deck.
Yeah.
She didn't cut it on the turn. She cut on the flop.
Yeah.
Haber? İyi. Hoş
I
geldin.
guess it makes a difference, doesn't
Geleceğim.
it, to the randomness.
I mean, it's one of those things, right? It's obviously she also he didn't follow the procedure correctly, but it's random. It didn't affect anyone in theory, but as it happens, it meant he lost twice. But if he won twice, then you know.
Yeah.
I think you can imagine being a bit annoyed, maybe, but if you're objective about it, then you're like, whatever, like, so be it.
Evet, burası şey, event olunca şey oluyor.
And I mean, he didn't seem bothered about it at all.
Yolunda sen nasılsın? Bayağıdır görmüyordum ben seni. Ben de buraya geliyorum zaten sadece. Yani işte 2 ayda, 3 ayda bir falan.
Heart rolls off the turn, both players with a flush.
Ben senin burada
Konstantin trying to squeeze some value here, form of a $200 bet.
Pazartesi değil mi? Denize indiğim mi var? Sabah akşam sabah. Sabaha kadar oynuyorsun.
He's going for it again.
At the end?
Tamam, söz bir dahaki sefer haber ver.
Okay. Man, that makes two of us.
Tamam.
I didn't get it.
I think he said that I don't know any woman.
Oh yeah.
That's a bit hard.
Fair point though.
I'm dying to put a straddle, but I'd better not.
Rob straddles all the time.
Why you tip the waitress?
Rob,
Ah, the coach.
Rob, we're in shit.
We're in shit.
We're in a situation here.
Some people really hate jacks, don't they?
Because I raised.
Why are you telling me that now they know you've got a good hand?
Yeah, it's quite obvious he's going to go now, isn't it?
Yeah, this is never raised 10 of spades, is it?
You know when you shout me over, Rob will in a situation.
He definitely needs to do that again. Like, on a 7-8 suit, he'd be like, Rob, we've got a situation.
Fantastic.
It's hard to play jacks.
Five.
1-8. 1-8.
Nice looking hands here. Opted for the 3-bet over the call from the cutoff.
Yeah.
Will he ask him how much he's playing?
He's smiling. I mean, it's quite hard, isn't it, when you've opened up the king jack of diamonds, you get 3-bet, you look over to the man who's 3-bet you, and he's just sitting there swirling his glass of wine.
Yeah.
In Moscow.
And he's also quite tight as well.
We say
You're not loving it, are you?
is the way to cashier. To cash desk.
Disaster flop.
Here's a disaster flop. Both players slamming that jack. Both with the backdoor flush draw. But it is Mehdi with the superior kicker.
Yeah, you've got to be a bit a bit careful here in a 3-bet pot with Queen Jack. It's definitely not a 3 streets hand. I do like betting the flop, but I would expect him to slow down at some point if it does go check call, which you'd imagine it would.
Well, not the best card for either player to see, but does of course give each of them a straight draw.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes one or two ways, if he bets small or does check back.
Wow.
Ooh, bingo, bango, bongo.
Bingo, bango, bongo indeed. Mehdi making it the straight, but a tiny amount of concern, I guess. You're up against a 3-better who's checked back that turn. I mean, ace-king's always possible. We don't really ever get to have ace-king ourselves. Yeah, perhaps just... Wow, nice check back. Top 2.
8. No king.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. He didn't even consider value betting that. I feel like you should be.
Right? I mean, you're up against a lot of inferior 2 pairs, in my mind. Obviously, you can be beat.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's very hard for our opponent to bluff us there as well, right? Just given the fact that they can never have the nuts. So, like, if we do bet there, are we really ever going to get check raised? Like, not that often.
Yeah, true. He can obviously have ace king, yeah, but a lot of the time he's gonna 4-bet pre, isn't he?
Yeah, it feels to me that's...
Pretty sick playing someone else's 100k, isn't it? It's like, yeah, just sit down, play my 100k, see what happens.
Yeah.
Don't go too wild with jacks.
We've got a situation, Rob. We've got a flush draw.
Yeah.
Ooh, hello.
Yeah, interesting river, because Andre might now bluff, but no. Oh my word. No, it's the fake pistol.
Grab this. Yeah. He
would have been quite nice. I mean, he was wrong, but like it would have been quite nice to check raise that. So 10k FT tomorrow. I wonder if we'll see any of these faces on the final.
Well, I know we had yesterday, didn't Robert obviously got through day 1A, so we know he's still in the mix.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who else we have in the hunt. I'm guessing a lot of these players are in there.
Yeah, I'm sure Sinan has played or will be playing. They've also got the Onyx Club Super High Roller Series as well in August, haven't they, James? 8th to the 21st of August.
Indeed.
10k, 25k, and the 100k Invitational.
Yeah, in both Hold'em and PLO. It's going to be spicy.
Vegas will be done by then, of course, so I'm sure that'll be a very popular event. Maybe they'll put us in. Same team,
maybe, Stephen. Maybe not.
Who'd be the pro and who'd be the businessman?
I don't think either of us qualify either category, to be honest with you.
Yeah. It's like, we would have put you in, but neither's a pro and neither's a businessman, so we can't do it.
Yeah, we're goosed.
Maybe 7.
Depends on
It's all good.
the loss.
Life is good, my friend. Life is good.
Not less than 5. But
Yeah, not less than. I don't dare to.
But maybe now not less than 7.
Maybe. It could be even bigger.
I'm actually just catching up on what's been happening over this way at the World Series of Poker, and just seeing obviously some of those high rollers have been going on, and the 100k just came to a close yesterday. Vieira picking that up, and I'm just wondering, like, there'll be a number of those players making their way down to Cyprus in August, one imagines, for these monster buy-ins. Those events always attract the cream of the crop.
Yeah, for sure. Did you see that Ivy fold in that tournament?
I did. Yeah, that was 2 Jow as well.
That was
wasn't it?
outrageous. Yeah. It's so quick, just like snap fold.
Yeah.
Turn
really,
fours,
really
is it? And then just the backdoor.
Yeah.
Backdoor flush comes, he just check folds. But who am I to argue with the GOAT? But yeah, it's just seemed just such a fast fold.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly one a lot of people have been talking about that hand. I see Philip Sternheimer got his hands on a bracelet as well. Another player that I imagine will probably be in Cyprus in August. I know he's a fan of the Triton Invitationals, so I assume he'll play that one as well.
Nice. I was wondering here if, just in this hand, if Konstantin was going to raise that turn card, would have been quite a nice raise to that size. As it happens, he does make the best hand and might get a bet, or could just go check. You'd imagine the Queen, King and Ace of Spades would bet the river, so he's kind of only worried about the 9 of Spades when he does check. If he checks, excuse me. He has going for a bit of value. And he will be getting locked up here. Especially to that size. Obviously beat value and some bluffs.
Cooler. Cooler.
Flash against flush.
Cooler. th knot versus 25th knot.
Is that right? I mean,
this is the Onyx Club High Roller Weekend, coming to you from here at the Merit. Second night of our 100-200, the 200 anti-cash game. This one a little tamer than last night.
You and me again.
Of course.
yeah, a little bit. I think it sort of goes back to what we were saying about nobody really winning huge, losing huge. It does affect people's decisions.
Please, one more. One more.
Do 6-4 flop. Konstantin with top pair.
Eight. Yes. Oh, exactly, yes. Not bad. Apparently. Damn it. Usually people say I look younger, but not after a few days here, I guess.
There you go. Timo discussing his age. He's about an hour and a half late to join the conversation, but we'll let him off.
What did he say? How old is he?
He said normally people think I look younger than I am, which is kind of where you were going.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I didn't even know that there are like tournaments on apps. Ah, okay, yes. So you're actually a sicko. So you're actually like a very good... Like if you play on official sites and you're crushing, that's a good mix.
Alex K with the best of this one. Just going to give it over to Timo though, who elects not to stab. Well, things just getting better.
Yeah, mandatory bluff now from Timo. Just to fold out some king highs, some weak ace highs, and he has gone quite small. Just under
Alex
half
checked
pot.
twice. Here he comes, announcing those two pair.
Surprise!
And yeah, Timo, you can wave goodbye to the $600 you put out there. Never seen that again. Thank you. But that's okay. We're not here to win $600, Warbs. We're here to win Lamborghinis.
I've not got one of them in the garage. I'll tell you that.
If you're playing
No, in the collection.
You also need to be as entertaining.
I think Warbs, I could define my car as a classic car, but not in the way most people have classic cars. You know what I mean? Mine's just an old car.
I think I know what you drive. I've forgotten what it is. I think you told me. Something quite pigeon, wasn't it?
Pigeon.
Okay.
Please, show some respect.
Andre's in
Classic
there.
car
we
is
go.
generally defined as a vehicle that is at least 20 to 30 years old, maintains historical significance,
Let's go.
and has a
Let's
unique
do something.
design
I
or
put
cultural
one
impact.
behind, okay? So
I would
it's
argue that it fits. That I drive a classic car.
It's 3 normally.
That one is enough. So here
Volkswagen Beetle.
I mean, it's a Volkswagen.
Now you have to raise.
Volkswagen Golf.
No?
There we go.
On
Nice.
blind.
Do I have to race because it's good for you or because it's good for me?
It's good for me.
He loves the table chat, Andre. Yeah, nice.
Okay,
Flops top
let's see
2,
then.
bets 1,000. Timo can't go anywhere with the back doors and bottom pair.
I love it.
8 of diamonds would be a
100 is
good,
honest, it's good for
action
me.
card.
This is a blank.
Oh, that one won't hurt.
Flush draw comes in.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, he's gone huge. It's usually a sign of quite a bit of strength when he just grabs a load of the big chips and
Is it
throws them
entertaining
in.
enough?
Entertaining?
Okay.
Yes.
It's interesting because you kind of know you're up against a strong hand, but from that information you also know that if it does come a diamond, you are getting paid most of the time.
Oh, yeah.
You like it?
I just love. He told him he's got to be more
No.
entertaining, and the very next hand he's just put in the bin.
I mean, you're really clutching here to find a bluff. It's what? King Queen of Diamonds only.
Yeah.
Obviously raised pre from under the gun as well.
Yes, it's okay to fold.
He didn't call my all-in. He didn't call my all-in. Come on, he wanted to be entertaining. I was just betting blind. Look, what would you do, Rob? Said, because I'm not as entertaining as you. I push 1K before the flop, then I put 5K on the turn, then I push all in, he don't call. What's this?
As we were saying, James, nobody big winners and losers, is there?
Yeah, look at that. What are the chances in a 100-200 game? There is less than 50 points discrepancy between all the players in terms of profit and loss after a couple of hours of play.
Yeah, that's quite mad, actually, yeah. Biggest loser, 7K, biggest winner, 8K.
No, I cannot tell you now.
I don't want to watch the stream.
Pillow fight.
It's the strategy, I cannot tell you now, no? We're supposed to do that.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I had a good hand, I was winning. You'll see.
Awesome.
Good hand.
I guess that's the worst hand you played tonight? No, was it your hand?
Huh?
Was it your hand or your hand?
No, his hand, of course. I fold.
Ah, okay.
He showed the bet.
Fold is ace, jack, fold.
Bye-bye.
Of course,
Crazy. Free, only maybe, ace, jack,
don't
fold.
believe this hand.
You know, ace jack is gonna be behind Alexander's way.
Jack is policeman in Russia. We don't love them.
Nice. I like this guy.
Okay. Fun.
He's great.
Entertained us for the last couple of days.
Sinan getting visibly frustrated at just pretty much being dealt out the last couple of orbits. Happens.
Yeah, the last hand he played was that Ace King versus the 8 Deuce of Rob. Which is very frustrating to lose that and then just be dealt garbage for the next hour. It's not much fun, is it?
Yeah. Especially when he elected to play it in that manner. You know, he said it himself. Oh, sometimes I'll 4-bet this hand as the hand's going on. Obviously, majority of the time he would 4-bet it. Decided to play a little coy, try and keep Rob in there with some junk, and it backfired this instance.
Let's go, Robert.
Yeah.
Timo and Robert taking to this 9-7 deuce board, one that Timo's got 4 in a row on. Robert certainly with a candidate that can start to shovel chips into the middle. 8 of clubs nestled.
Yeah, I'd like to see the
1K
check raise here
opens
for
out.
Timo, but he might just go for the check call. Does have the 8 of diamonds, of course.
Nine of spades on the turn. See if he wants to lead here, perhaps, with that 10-8. No, looks like he has gone for the check.
Yeah, an interesting run out, and now King High is good, and it's going to be very difficult for him to rep too much, Timo. King High could definitely be looking him up here. I gave up bluffing these spots in live poker years ago. It's just so hard to get anyone to fold King High or Ace High. It's like
so many draws having missed diamonds.
Yeah, you start out in your career betting third pot, no one folds. Then you bet half pot, no one folds. Then you bet three quarters, and you just keep going up. And in the end, you just bet in like 2x pot, and still no one folds, and you just broke. So I think you should just give up. That's my lesson of the day. On the double pair boards on this run out, nobody's folding.
See, though, is Robert Heindorn the kind of man you can make
there
fold?
You go.
No.
There you go. See, look. It's like you just can't get anyone to fold on these boards.
Got my money out of position. I have Jack 9.
Timo's just.
Yeah, it's so demoralizing. I know exactly how he's feeling. It's like it's just the hand he's trying to get to fold, isn't it? The King High.
He's just a few months behind you. Bob's in the path to knowing not to bluff those spots. He'll get there.
Yeah.
400 straddle.
Like, it's a totally fair enough bluff, but I just feel like live, especially on stream as well. On stream, you just never get the King High to fold.
Just the same, guys.
Small blind and 400 straddle.
1.4.
I think Timo pulled up this hand today, so he's playing more than 15.
Yes, you're right.
He's
Some
having
red chips in his stack there.
Yeah, he's having a bit of a root around in the knapsack.
Yeah.
Good, Jack 9.
So, is that 4 red chips he's pulled up? 5k chips?
Believe so.
Jack 9 always gets you into a lot of trouble.
Yes.
Oh boy.
And
I was going to say, Sinan hasn't just called. That was inflation.
I was thinking about it, but I said, but better not call with Jack 9.
Did you bag chips?
Yeah,
Ah, how much? Yeah.
I bagged like 30 big blinds. I had quite a bit, but
Straddle 400.
you know, I would go.
Okay, Andre's saying he's bagged the 10k,
100, I think.
30 big blinds.
400.
So might see him on the final.
Yeah, but still have a chance.
Still have a chance. And it's big. A lot of players now. Will be
What time does it start?
We might not.
12.
Okay.
I mean, you favourites are not, aren't you? It's very hard to make a final.
Yeah.
As you know, in the
30
past
big
10
blinds. I
years.
guess it's Wow. Wow, just came after me, huh? Came after me.
It's facts, isn't it? I don't know. Is that not a fact?
I made a final table the other day, Stephen, actually, I'll have you know, in a 72-person
you?
tournament. Yeah.
Where was that? Vegas or?
Well, that was a $100 PLO8 online tournament. Don't worry. Still got it.
Oh, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. I'm talking about live only. Going to actually hand them up you now to further embarrass.
I'm from Malta.
Christ.
Malta.
Nice.
I've genuinely typed in your
Actually,
name
yeah.
to hand them up, and it said, a page can't be reached.
Direct fight,
That's brilliant.
Unnecessary.
Can't reach this page.
Emirates.
Um,
800.
I'm sure the archives go back this far, do they? Let's have a look.
I'm having a look myself. It's been a minute.
Sinan's woken up now. He's 3-bet the ace queen last hand, and he's gone for the king 9 suited 3-bet against Andre. Button versus under the gun 1. Two nice hands. Are you taking a mick with your Hendon mod picture?
What have I done wrong?
Is that real? Good flop here for Sinan.
Very good flop. One that we can perhaps get some action. No, thinks better of it.
Nice fold. Seriously, that hasn't been your picture
Stephen.
forever, hasn't it? No, but you changed that recently.
I think it has been.
You didn't see?
No. Oh, I haven't.
Pair. 9.
So, ace-5 suited.
There's no way that was your picture like a year ago or something.
I mean, I don't know why they would have changed it for an old picture.
Ace-5 of clubs.
Mickey Mouse t-shirt.
Very rough chef on the flop.
Blimey.
Blimey indeed.
Very rough chef.
I will let you know when I find
2017.
the last final table.
2017.
I see what you're saying. Oh yeah, the £30 for UK. I beat you, Brighton. You came first for £1,170.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking more.
Yeah, that's
fifth
your
in
last
the,
teammate.
1,800.
No,
Oh, the one above it, yeah.
June the same year.
You last
There we
first
go.
was a few months before that.
Mate, you can only beat what's in front of you.
£30 plus £6 bottom Omaha. Yeah, it's true. It's an interesting decision to reg that, though, isn't it?
You've got to support your local venue, haven't you?
Oh, look. Go. No.
Yeah, fair,
Go.
fair.
How much?
No. You really go?
Yeah.
Oh. Let's do like. Wait, I need to first count how much I'm losing.
Probably something like 15, I would say.
And we can play on this sum.
I think I'm losing less, huh?
We can play on this sum. You're losing.
Yeah, whatever I lose, I will go double.
Yeah.
Like if I'm losing like 10, I will go for 20, okay?
Good.
Okay. But at least if I win, I will
You
win.
will win,
Yeah.
yes.
I don't care about break you. Yeah, I'm down 14.
Maybe red,
But
red or black on.
no, I just like pillow flip.
Pillow flip. Me too.
Yeah, I don't like red or black. Because then I try to make something in game. If I'm like red, if I have red cards, I try to raise stuff and then yeah. I don't want it. In Triton they play.
Konstantin. Kicking this one off. Ace-4 from the cutoff. Power Alex on the button. Going to have a little look. And Andre in the big Jack-10 suited one that he's going to get involved with.
In this 1, 2K, 5K game.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he was thinking about the 3-bet pre, but just go with call.
To even raise.
But like an exact hand, like with the suit.
Yeah. Like you
And
say like
it doesn't have to be a pair. Like it
No,
can't
no
be a
pair,
pair.
like,
no
let's say
pair and like something
it's
like
like
7 deuce.
6-3 suited, but spades only.
Yeah, well, spades on you. Yeah, makes sense.
Out of a week they played, I only saw one guy winning it. Like, he had like 7 deuce of hearts and he got 7 deuce of.
Raise.
But the bounty is big, like 25K each.
Yeah, 8-handed table.
800.
Sick.
So he gets like
Yeah, 175.
175K.
Actually, like play the game, don't play one hand and just wait draw.
Yeah, but it's hard. Like combination is only one. You choose only one combo.
Interesting here from Andre. Has gone for the check raise.
It's okay,
I
but
thought.
just one combination of non-pair.
Yeah, but
Alex thinking about it.
you have zero
doesn't
interest
quite
in
buy it,
seeing, like a
but
good hand. Like
Yeah, you
if,
can-
Probably doesn't have enough of a hand to do much about it.
You can even choose, by the way, pair with the exact like 6 of spades, 6 of hearts, but just one combo.
Yeah, I see.
But then you need to choose it like super random shit, because if you choose something right and
Yeah.
you play, you'll give away out.
What do you think about nicknames in
One
poker?
guy choose ace king half all hearts.
Yeah, it's stupid.
They're fantastic.
What did you?
Yeah.
You ever had one?
It adds to the character, builds up the names of the players. You know, you got like Mike the Mouth Madisau. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, Dave, Devilfish,
ever-
Ollie, these great names.
You get this combo.
Poker.
You forget.
You ever had one?
I think that's why he chose this one.
I guess like most people of my era, everyone sort of had a name related to their online screen name as a more common way
18.
of getting nicknames, yeah.
You're not really answering the question though, whether you've had one, but sure, okay.
Oh, yeah, I've had a couple.
On doit perdre 8,
Have
un
you?
truc comme ça.
Yeah.
Mais il y a
In fact,
eu-
I can see a
il y a
little
eu
smoke on your
dommage,
face,
si tu
but
veux.
yeah, there's even better names of mine that you haven't fallen upon yet, so.
Hein?
I'm just
Wait
very
till you get
curious
deeper
what
into
these
the world.
nicknames are. You seem to
Ah. T'as vu
seem to maybe not want to say what your nickname was in poker.
qui a rentré, enfin, qui a
Hey, stand suited,
au petit salon.
King Jack.
T'as vu la petite qui-
Folded the 6-4 suited there. I was looking forward to seeing a flop.
C'est la,
Yeah.
Just let it go.
Hein? Ouais. De siège 1. Siège 1. Ouais. Ou 7, je sais pas, genre.
Déjà.
Alors c'est 7.
Andre. This like on the table. It's going for Struggles. You like my struggle? Right?
Okay, here we go.
I like everybody struggles. I don't like struggles.
You see,
Oh,
someone
oh
likes
no.
more
Oh no.
than you.
Oh no.
That's pretty sick.
Oh, Rob, quick.
Oh, it's pretty sick
Come back.
as well. Yeah, he's playing 100k as well, of course. Wow.
The button is a good place to raise, no?
Yes.
That's what they
I mean, there is a
that's what
chance
they
that Konstantin does slow
raise.
play
Button
here,
you have
but
to raise.
if he does go with... Oh, he's getting the speech as well. I'm on the button, I have to raise. Oh, he's just jammed? Oh no, he 4-bet and wow, we're in there.
Yeah, it's all in.
Yes. You need to open your cards, guys. No, you don't want to open? It's okay, by the way, if you don't want to open, but you,
But I
you
didn't
can
look at the time, so I'm not sure when it's going.
Well, just like that, out of nowhere, we have a 100k pot. It went in seconds.
Yeah. Cooler.
Yeah.
Konstantin with aces. Coach Andre
So what you want to do?
back up against the wall.
Okay. Go.
Konstantin says just once.
Yeah, it's a very, very sick cooler, and Andre's going to need some help, need some spades.
Some sweat.
Not a single spade in sight.
Queen.
Come on. Andre. 10.
What can I say?
No,
Rob, we have a situation.
We do have a situation.
American
Rob, we
Airlines.
open with jacks under the gun. We need help. Rob,
American Airlines.
we've got all the money in with ace king. You stay where you are. Well, that's confirmation on the turn. Konstantin with a full double up. Cooler. 106k pot goes the Russians' way.
yeah.
Oh, I love that you appreciate it.
Yeah. Amazing. Like Kirichenko in the tournament today, he played amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah. He had aces and kings, and both he played them amazing. I swear.
It's the best.
You're an aces master, huh?
Best tactic.
Best tactic, best tactic.
Aces master. Yesterday he played great versus me also.
Non, elle est magnifique. Genre, j'ai rarement vu une personne aussi belle. Genre. Moi, faut que j'aille lui parler. Genre, je peux pas.
How much?
Déjà. Elle est magnifique.
How do you think Rob's going to feel when he gets back?
51.9, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite an easy hand history to tell, isn't it? Just ace, king, aces.
That's true.
D'accord.
But yeah, he's. I don't know how he's going to feel.
Non, tu sais, c'est pas une question de ça.
I don't
Hard man
think
to
Rob
predict
would
how he's gonna
play
feel.
Anyway, differently this hand. What do you think?
I don't think so.
Just the
Pour
same.
2 jours ici,
Sorry?
elle sait pas.
Just the same he will play.
I think he would play just the same.
ouais.
You know? So it's not I made some mistake or it had to be like this.
There's one way to find out. You can ask him.
Fun, au moins. Ça peut être fun.
Yeah, but they're right.
C'est,
And you're right.
Aces
Rob would have gone
master.
the same way with that hand.
You play aces good.
Thank you guys. Just updates. We will make the streams after 1 o'clock. After this, we can continue, but without streaming.
1 o'clock.
Fair enough.
400 straddle.
Yeah, the floor just saying
Fair enough.
I'm playing 10 more minutes, I believe, on stream.
What? It's
Well, I think with the delay, we've got another 40 minutes to go. Whoops.
How do we say it?
One parole.
Yeah, 20 past.
Yes, we're half an hour delay, so
It's very,
they were told
very
that.
astute of you, James. What would I do without you?
Yeah.
Being in Sochi.
Probably finish work half an hour early.
To score match parole when someone wins.
This is not work. What are you talking about?
What year?
I was Zamaska.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. Long time ago. I called.
$1.4.
I like your style.
Sinan limping in, Konstantin punishing from the straddle.
Yeah, it's the second time he's done this with the same hand.
That's right.
Check.
His tail's up a bit maybe after that double.
Do once you're done with poker?
9.
Nothing.
Sinan though, haven't found a piece, won't be going anywhere.
I'm gonna go crazy.
900 is the request.
Yeah. Probably do something like on my own account with finance and like invest in startups. I don't know, but I have a group of like 5-6 best friends from like high school. They all work like in finance or like in VCs, etc. So like at some point, like they're gonna have enough experience to go by their own. I have the money.
Wow, second barrel.
Or have the contacts to raise.
Suddenly
Yeah, we've
that
not seen this
7
too much
shrinks
from-
right up.
So, makes sense.
From Konstantin, he's not a prolific
Also, like,
barreler.
I really in finance and like the best.
So this is a little more tough than it would be versus some opponents.
And you wanna play like
I think blind on blind though, you can definitely call here. There's enough bluffs.
Mentor the entrepreneurs, like in the mindset part.
I'm very interested to see if he can
I think like
find the third barrel.
we pretty much everything in this area. So
Credit to Sinan for sticking around.
probably do some kind
That 8 fills in
And then you're like,
some
yeah, gamble
things.
more. It's plus EV.
Yeah, Sinan's hand obviously looks like Jack X now, but he can have all the weak Jack X. So
If you burn out, it's
just
like,
whether
okay,
Konstantin wants to
don't
fire
worry,
that
I'm gonna give you money, don't
third
worry
barrel.
about this.
Still quite a dry
Like you say,
board, only
just
9-10
tail
when he
up.
got there.
Oh wow, he's finding it. What a boss.
Yeah, I actually really like fold here from Sinan just because, he has folded. Just because you just haven't seen this at all from Konstantin. It's a really, really good bluff.
So
And I would snap muck as well.
I actually studied directly.
Nice play.
I would as well.
And I would like
movies?
So I would like to make at least a couple of movies in my life.
A couple of nice hands for him. One cooler, but one very well played hand there.
But that doesn't mean he was something like, you know.
He had 100K. He bought in with.
I
Maybe he
want
was
to
down
stay
10.
sharp in it,
I'm not sure.
and then in like 5 years or so,
What do you have now?
at least make one and then make a couple for life. And the other thing is, I like founded now a company with some friends, and eventually I also want to do pretty much the same thing you're doing.
30.
Or want to do. I think it's
Then he has 100K. With
it's the kind
Timo
of
was saying he wants to make a film.
and it's also a lot of fun, I think, like, because like you still have the strategic part and the thinking.
What kind of film?
But I don't like the execution that much, so
Yeah, I don't like execution either.
I just want to have the ideas
Yeah.
and plan everything. That's great, but
All right, Robert raising up his Jack 10 suited. Andre coming along for the ride.
I have to say, I
The
really
dominating
enjoy
hand.
company life now. Like founding a company, that's like it's a lot of fun because it's like you have to learn so many new things again, and you have to think about everything, and it's like even silly stuff. So for
Well, he might still be ahead, but it's hard to imagine how he's ever going to win this pot.
thinking up how
Yeah, it's a good flop for Robert with the gut shot, the overs and the flush draw.
something like cat is like already like,
Hang on a second.
It's something we didn't think about since uni.
yeah.
Hanging around.
Now you can nerd in, and now you have the skills to actually understand how to get good at it.
Robert's done it the hard way.
Yeah, if he does check, I'd like to see Andre bet here. He can then wrap the clubs and the spades on the river. He's holding.
Also very different.
He does carry on for
Snap.
2k.
Ooh.
Work with people.
Maybe chasing a little bit because he's lost that big pot. He has now made a pair.
How sick would a 9 have been there? Like,
Also, like,
Yeah, very.
For example, let's say you have an employee. How do you treat an employee, right? How do you treat like somebody who, like a co-founder? Like in poker, we are kind of independent. I mean, sure, you might have stakers, coach people, but
that's the thing. Like,
Nice value bet there from Robert.
especially in Caribbean, like when you try also to get invited into games.
Yeah. Didn't develop the way he was expecting. Backdoor 2 pair.
There's the stacking part. There is when you coach, when you are coached. There are some like but still it's super lonely for sure. Like
it's like we're not used to being in like a work environment in that way.
Good turn.
At least I'm not. And I guess you need a. But that was like a new thing, right? Yeah.
What country are you from? I like it. What
Turkey.
especially having an employee. That's something I think. That's gonna be hard for us, like having.
Oh, he's Turkish.
Managing them.
Constantine's from Turkey.
No,
I think you just said that, right?
Like so, movie director.
Constantin asked Sinan where he was from. I think that's what that was.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Okay, Warb.
That makes a lot
I'm
of
here to
sense.
keep you on the straight and narrow. Like,
I mean, it's because 5 minutes ago I was like, oh, we're playing 10 more minutes, and then you're like, no, there's a delay. It's like, oh yeah, that's how it works.
yeah. Magical. I say, I mean, I've got a feeling these guys. Well, actually, maybe they don't carry on tonight. I don't know. The game's not the.
The movie set it simple. As a director, you're the highest in the
You know.
hierarchy. So that's easy. You just
Nobody like.
yes.
Yeah, interesting if Rob comes back or not, and what they decide to do.
Decisions. My first ever.
A few more coolers might change things, but
was a movie.
they might be done at the end.
Can I ask who?
French guy, like like he make comedies like for French cinema. He do pretty well. Like he's pretty famous in France.
Timo's in for 25k, so
And during
he's down 10k.
we even like
Finds the ace king here.
to continue to do it.
Desperate for some action.
Yeah. Robert for 300 more with a
Does get
suited
it.
combo. And the ante in play. Going to have a look.
Stream заканчивается. Сейчас.
Queen 10-9 board. One that Timo can certainly start to put some chips in on. I feel like these guys just took as long to get that flop C bet in and cool, and it wasn't that long, even then, as it took to get all 52,000 each of the the ace king the aces.
Yeah. Yeah, they'd
That was
all.
a breakneck pot.
They'd both made up their minds, hadn't they? They were just getting that in.
Yeah.
You can't blame them. I like Timo continuing here. I feel like a lot of people would check back, worried about Jack X, but you've bet so small on the flop. There's just like so many hands you can get to fold. The 9x, 10x. They're not always going to have a jack, so he has gone very small.
Even then, this is the sort of hand that really hates to put more chips in, right?
Yeah. This is, I mean, you can actually argue for a check raise here, to be honest, just because the size is so small, and you think that a Jack X wouldn't bet this small, but he does just fold.
Well, that's how things look. A little different to when we last looked. Andre down 51k, courtesy of running that ace king into Konstantin's aces. Robert inching slightly further ahead, and Timo now in the red after being the early front runner in the game.
Yeah, Konstantin the big winner. He's played pretty well, very patient.
Oh, police.
Obviously that was a very lucky hand, but in all the other hands he's maybe been the best player tonight, I'd say.
So what
That's fair.
you make
Yeah, it's hard to know if I'm being results orientated without knowing it, but the biggest winner, best player, yeah.
I think like kind of first, and then make like some NFTs.
All right, Andre's got ace king again.
See
Wait.
like a film, you know, and put them like into honestly.
Aces against ace king on the button. Ace king of
Oh no, here comes Rob.
aces. I think it would have been the same.
It's the
Fucking cool.
it's the hand history.
Biggest, like
Look.
French. From the biggest like French companies and like
Go on then, get off.
and then like the whole NFT market crashed and we lost a couple hundred.
That's success.
Yeah, like I think we arrived like maybe like 6 months too late.
I wonder if Rob will pull up.
to the game.
I'll just play the 50.
So yeah,
I think he might pull up.
I'm pretty sure like 6 months
Oops.
earlier we would have made millions.
All right, coach is
Not very
out.
often he's
That's how crazy this market
yeah.
is. Like,
It's not very often he's not got the most chips at the table.
Yeah, his own club, not going to
I
happen.
was confused because there's Ed Sheeran at the soccer game. That doesn't really matter.
3 plus, 4 plus, 5 plus. 6 plus 500. 7 plus.
Okay, I'm just see if we can get our money back.
All right,
8 raise 2000.
Rob into the action straight away. 3 betting Jack 10 from the small. Over the Alex open, he's going to quickly flick in the call.
Good looking flop for the sixes.
8 raise 2000.
I actually don't mind just raise getting in here with Alex only playing 25k. I wouldn't expect ace high to fold. You can get it in pretty good, but wow, what a turn card for Rob. He just
Stops
jams, wow, for double pot.
Wow, I mean, he said, let's see if we can get
Sick.
some of it back. If Alex makes the call here, he's going to get half of it back in the first hand. I mean,
Yeah.
Got to try Andre, right?
he's not expecting.
This, go on.
He's drawing attention to the fact that he's done this as well. He's saying, I'm trying Andre.
Oh, there's this guy that won the money off you.
it's being suited.
Wrong guy.
Yeah. This is really tough because Rob's hand does actually just look like ace high. It just looks like he's got ace king and he's just like,
Right.
You might have a draw, I've got outs. So he could definitely level himself into calling sixes here. It's a pretty sick turn card to hit a 10, to be honest. But he has got a double pot.
You think we're going to get he's in call?
Plus 6 plus.
Yeah, he does
Good
fold.
fold.
But
A little bit back.
Step in the right direction. Come on.
You pulled in the substitute. How much we got to win back?
30,
Good thought, Alex. That was a tough spot.
Raymond, 100.
Yeah, I think I might have called there. You know, it's pretty sick hand.
Okay, we're in quick mode.
Been very,
guys.
very wrong.
To win the money Andre lost.
How much do you need?
50k I've got to win in 10 minutes.
Rob's a man on a mission now, isn't he? He's like, there's 20 minutes left. I need to get this 50 back. This could be fun.
You can set a task.
7 days, 1,000. 8 days, 2,000.
I'm not sure I'd be opening the 6-5 suited based on this information. And he does snap get 3-bet, but does have a genuine hand. But
Mess my hand up.
I feel like if he did have the 9-4 off here, it was also getting 3-bet.
There we go. 1k back, Andre. 50 more times. We're there. And just shove all in.
I needed the 6.
Huh?
I needed the 6.
Another 6.
It was my good card.
This is just backup money in case I get in a pot with this guy.
There we go. Didn't take long.
I'm not counting that as a bankroll. I'm just gonna put that there so we know we're playing it in case we get in a pot with this guy.
Backup money.
In a pot with you? This or you?
Very good.
So the 100's only in play if you see the pot with Konstantin. I like it.
We've made actually, they've gifted us 30.
I just like Konstantin. It's just
40.
like very good.
Oh, you must have been 70k down. They've given us about 15, 16 back so far.
As usual.
This operation shouldn't take long. I'm playing my A game now. My C game is the same level as the table, but I'm upping it to A.
9.
Sam, don't let the Russians bully you.
Konstantin has been bullying him, but this time he's got the goods.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
interesting dynamic here. But that's a really brutal turn card. Very interesting to see. I think Sinan might check raise this.
I was wondering if he just check calls, just given the fact he's seen his man barrel off a moment ago in a similar situation. Just thinks, hey, maybe this guy's just full of it. But... I hear what you're saying, though. We like to check raise 2-pair on this kind of draw heavy board.
Yeah, I just got a feeling he's going to go with it. Make it 12 or 15 or something. That's what he's thinking about anyway.
I think he's bluffing, Sinan, but don't take my word for it.
See what you did? Come on, man.
Oh my god, this is fantastic.
No, I wasn't watching.
Has he gone with raise? Yeah.
He just stacked my friend Andre. Andre.
Yeah, it's him.
Very tough spot now of Konstantin.
Poor Andre.
Yeah, feels like this hand, it feels so grim to just fold it to this bet, doesn't it, on this kind of board texture.
Andre.
But at the same time, have we seen Sinan go for it yet?
You want a glass
You can't be folding here blind on blind. It's just...
I have one with you.
too likely he's bluffing something
Me and my coach.
in these blind battles.
Red wine for both of us. Nice one, please. Thank you.
Just have to call and assess on the river.
What do you think?
10 of spades as well does give him some, perhaps, ammo. Certain runouts to even
Maybe he's calling.
turn this into a bluff.
Yeah, I always check his cards a lot.
$28,500 in the pot. About as bricky as it comes. 7-8 completes.
Yeah, pretty safe. You'd expect Sinan would just pop back now just to stick it in. You can obviously have loads of missed draws as a bluff, so you can 100% get called by King X.
And there is the jam.
Yeah, it's the right play.
And now all those draws missed.
So he didn't call.
How does Konstantin feel about his pair? 10 of spades, somewhat
Super
problematic,
tough.
but hard not to have a card that interferes on this board.
What do you say?
Yeah, super tough spot here. Konstantin on the river now with that 4 of diamonds river.
The real disaster
He needed
is that now the drop cannot win his
needed something, club or a spade or just something to get him away, but 4 of diamonds makes it tough. He's made some good laydowns though, so he's definitely capable of folding.
27.1.
But it's always so appealing, which is when all those draws miss.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think the problem here is, you know, you are blind be blind. It's not like it's you've peeled versus an undergun open, and so you can just have the Jack 5 suited, Jack 6 suited, King 6, King 5, etc.
Oh, he's made the call.
He has decided to call.
27.
Sinan,
Can't particularly
get
blame him.
something going.
Actually, for me, it was quite an interesting hand because I had Jack 6 off. So, like that, I matched like you know. So I was really thinking like that both had like those, you know.
Nope.
Well, there you go. First misstep perhaps for Konstantin, although completely understandable why we would call there.
On the way, pick up.
Big
Nice
pick up
river
for
though,
Sinan.
Yeah.
You liked it.
Lucky turn.
Yeah, it worked out for Sinan to check raise turn there. He could have just gone with check call and maybe would have gone check on the river. Played it nicely. His patience has been rewarded.
Taking Konstantin losing a healthy amount of the profit he garnered from the aces, the ace king.
Set of 5s.
No, 2 pairs.
Plus, 7 plus.
It's all set up now for Rob just to ruin Sinan's life, isn't it, in the last few hands? Just some huge pot or something.
Yeah.
2 pairs. Bottom 2.
6-5.
3 plus.
It's a risky.
Oh, maybe it's this one.
What's it?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Whoops, you've called it.
Yeah.
I think I need to say, as a disclaimer, I did not know
This is the Andre style.
that this hand was maybe coming. I feel like Rob's going to crack the kings and something will happen. But
He's working on that.
I love that Sinan's like, wait, does that 100k play? And now he's suddenly in a position to be covered by it.
Do you really want to play this part?
Up to you.
Okay. 1K more.
Wow, Konstantin just pulled up 100k as well.
Credit, right?
All right,
Don't give him.
the boys are fighting.
No credit.
That's a bit of a action killer. Rob never folds
Never
ace high
easy,
boards
is
though.
it? Yeah, it's never easy. It was never just going to come like king 3-2, was it? Okay. Let's see bet. Rob going nowhere with second pair, backdoor club.
Here we go.
Can't remember
Tu gagnes en Chocoloco.
which black cards I have.
Ah, tu vas aller jouer un peu avec eux? Nice. Yeah.
This is a spot where Rob doesn't actually have any showdown, so it is quite a good candidate to start bluffing with. It does go just less than half pot.
I like what he said there as well. He said, I can't remember which black cards I have, implying that he doesn't have a pair.
It's good.
No, he didn't.
It's like,
Timo open 6-4.
He's going to need to go big though, Rob.
Really?
I'm sure you 3-bet.
Sinan can just have, you know, so many ace-x here. He does give up.
Glad club didn't come.
Yeah.
6-4 suited, okay.
I had nice turn.
Drac, que vous leur donnez.
Yeah, you kind of just need to follow through there on the river as Rob, I think.
Insane.
It's a lot of one-pair hands. You can put a lot of pressure on Sinan. 10 doesn't really have too much showdown.
En vrai, on le fait dans la chambre.
Guys took the blind poke.
En vrai, on prend les jetons.
The game got immediately bigger.
Who's that? Shadow. What did?
Huh?
What got bigger?
The game got bigger, I mean.
When?
The stacks got bigger.
Strategy?
It's more fun.
1,000.
1,500 base. 4 pass. 5 pass.
Livened up a bit, hasn't it, Demps?
as the return of Rob usually has that effect.
Can I have Turkish coffee, 1 sugar? Turkish coffee, 1 sugar.
Ben de bir şey alayım canım.
Nice size there from Alex K.
One chai.
Recognising the stack of Timo.
Chai, Turkish chai. Lucky turn. Unlucky turn. Unlucky river. Lucky. 18.
4 is 1,800. 5 pass, 6 pass.
Oh, here we go. The butchers for Timo again. Third time he's had them, although he made all his money by cracking them.
8 pass.
This time Sinan taking it upstairs, and is Timo? Can't see how many red chips are there. Did we say he'd pulled up a bit more? That's what we thought.
Yeah.
Right?
It's 3 or 4 5Ks, I think.
Raise.
3 is 5,000. 4 pass.
The snap fold there from Sinan, like it. Just puts 1 card into his cards.
I will give you a tip. I had the exact hand 3 times in the same spot versus you.
It's 10, it's 10, it's 10.
Yeah. But unlucky this time it's offsuit.
Offset, yeah. I mean, lucky for who?
What can I do?
Three pass. 4 pass. 5 pass. 6 raise 500. Yes.
about 10 minutes left of the streamed portion of this cash game. Rob set himself a target to get his money back before the end. See if he can do it. Only a few hands, you would think. Can't be folding any.
4 plus, 5 plus. 6 raise 500. 7 plus. 8 plus. 2 plus.
Alex and Timo battling out, each holding a 5. Well, so I've got a suspicion we're not going to beat yesterday's big pot.
Yeah, probably not. These two both lose on the night, aren't they? Alex started with 58k. Timo 25, but did top up.
Yeah, got off to that
I
flying
did
start.
sort of say that
doubling up in the first orbit.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, towards the end of the night you are losing. You do fight for these ones a bit more. He has decided to go for the check raise with the Queen 5 and just get looked up by the King 5.
Yeah, we are fighting. There's no denying that. 2 bad hands in the mix. Kind of an interesting hand to check raise, right? That Queen 5, just given it's like, I guess we make some better Queen highs fold and some King highs. Probably not the King highs with backdoor flush draws.
Yeah, maybe it's hard to know. Hard to know what you do with something like King 10 off.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's a fine play. Neither was looking for this turn card, and I like this decision to check from Timo. He'd have to just keep bluffing here.
6 plus. 8 3 plus.
What happened here?
Nicely played hand all round.
He won from the cashier.
Oh, cashier. What?
You won from the cashier.
I lost the spot.
Yes, I saw.
Straddle 400.
And water, please.
Yeah, there is the ingredients for some carnage, but we just need the hands.
Oh yeah, could definitely happen.
7 plus.
I mean, Rob seems a little distracted. I feel like if he wasn't doing what he was doing on his phone right now, that hand would have been played. We've seen him play far worse tonight.
Spot on. Whatever that is on his phone, it's very important.
Yeah.
Cut off ace 5 off. Nah, in the bin.
Konstantin and Sinan once more. Sinan going for the stab. Now the tide has turned in these battles.
That's the first one he's... Oh no, I was going to say, the first one he's won, but he just won that huge one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, decent hand.
7 plus.
1,000.
8 raise 1,000.
Here we are then. You're not folding a pair. The ducks from the hijack. Mehdi's got the medicine for them. Although, perhaps just wary that Rob might be kind of like tough to range on in certain spots, decides just to flat.
4,000.
4,000.
And then
it's yeah.
Juice, this sort of action
now
behind.
turn into It's now turned into an interesting round. Oh wow, there's a lot of fun. Whoa, the ace queen of diamonds there, just snapping the muck.
Ace queen of... Yeah. As soon as I saw the ace queen of diamonds, I thought, well, here we go, but... Now, Mehdi probably, you know, was flatting for a number of reasons, but one of them is perhaps to induce this kind of action.
Yeah, he has to now 4-bet. I know Timo's got a little bit more than 11k than it says there, but
yeah,
it's kind of a bit of a weird decision to not 3-bet Rob, to be honest, because Rob's not going to fold, so
yeah,
you know, it's more than good enough to 3-bet for value, but kind of a weird hand as it's played out, especially the ace queen of diamonds folding. But yeah, I expect both get out of the way. Maybe Rob calls if he's feeling a bit frisky. But
yeah, I think
Mehdi's
Timo's
hand probably looks better than it actually is. So, Rob snaps
Rob just insta flicks it in. A deuce can get him out of it.
Yeah,
that's what he's thinking. One little duck.
Maybe Rob's just thinking this is aces and kings a lot. So if he hits a deuce, then you know he wins a big pot. But it's insanely strong. So I can't imagine he's thinking, you know, he's up against ace highs and things. So I guess we'll find out on this board if he does continue with the ducks.
Right, it's so hard, isn't it, when you think the guy is just so nutted and you decide you want to try and call and spike one, but then you miss and you start second guessing yourself. Does he want to put another 8k in? The answer is yes.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised at this. Just with Mehdi flatting pre and then now time to 4-bet against those two ranges, it's a very strong hand.
Third diamond.
But you know, things could happen now. Things could happen. The deuces could be bluff, could be turned into a bluff. Not the best river.
2-pair.
I do have 2-pair too.
You win.
You have it, right?
You win.
Yeah.
He certainly does.
Kind of felt like 9s or 10s.
It's not what you want to hear, is it, when you've got deuces? I have 2-pair as well.
Yeah. 2-pair, me too. Oh, you win then.
Yeah. Ace queen of diamonds was in there for Konstantin in that hand. Just saying, oops, there are a lot of diamonds on that flop. I could have played out in a very different manner.
I forgot about that, yeah. That's a good point, yeah.
Say it goes, Rob opens, as he did. Mehdi 3-bets, maybe more normal. Then Konstantin maybe just cold calls. They go 3-way to that flop, gets pretty spicy.
Yeah, for sure. That could definitely have happened.
It's funny, isn't it? Obviously, he played it in a non-standard way that made him win a lot more money off Rob because of the way the action happened, but also just in a sort of, like I say, the sliding doors parallel universe, it also saved him so much money because it took Konstantin out of the pot where he would normally be in. Kind of weird how that happens.
Finish stream?
Yeah, it's a fine line a lot of the time in poker, isn't it, between these weird spots.
Finish stream?
Stream continues or finished?
Yeah, 4 hours enough.
4 hours.
Did Mehdi pull up, or is he... He was in for 30, wasn't he? He pulled up after that, and he's playing 100 now.
He was in for 20, I think, originally, and then added 50 after he lost that. Or maybe he was in for 30 at the start, maybe you're right, and then lost.
Yeah, I think
he certainly pulled up 50 after losing
50,
with his... Yeah, with his kings. Yeah. He pulled up 50.
Big hand here for Rob. Around the ladies. Just 3-bet, and Konstantin, he loves that snap fold, doesn't he? He's just like, no, I know what I'm playing.
Yeah, that was a big one there. That 3-bet was to 10k, and well, you heard Rob speaking then, I believe. That is the end of the coverage for our stream tonight. That's how the P&L looks on the table. Sinan, the big winner. Mehdi actually turning a big loss into a big win. Or a reasonable win, should we say. Konstantin, obviously, was up a lot. Still cashes out in front. Timo and Rob, the only two losers. But Rob getting some of that back there towards the end, Warbs.
Yeah, enjoyable to watch. You wouldn't think an hour ago that Sinan was going to be the biggest winner, would you? He was having a torrid time, then all of a sudden one hand changes everything.
Kind of how it can go in these cash games. Well, as I say, that is the end of the stream for us this evening, part of the High Roller weekend, the cash game. Tomorrow we will turn our attention towards the tournament at 10K, getting 138 entries. Myself and Warbs will be picking up coverage when the players reach the final table. So if you want to see that one, please do join us right here back on this channel. But until then, good night.